Cedar wins the toss. They will defer to the second half. Manti will receive Templars in the gray silver helmet, should say. The white uniforms, gray pants, red numbers. Cedar, gold helmets, home maroon uniforms with the gold pants and the gold numbers as we are set to play for a 3A state championship here in Harriman, and we are underway as this kick is fielded by Isaiah Wright at the 3-yard line. Wright's going to bring it up to the 10-yard line. Stutters up to the 15, and Cedar covers extremely well down to the 15-yard line. Templars will have first down and 10 to start the ball game.
Yeah, almost looked like that ball was going to go into the end zone, and it just kind of held up in the air, and Isaiah had to catch that and get what he could out of it, and just out to the 15. So a lot of yardage in front of Manti to start this one.
Scoreboard tonight this morning, that's going to take a minute to get used to, is brought to you by CO Building Systems, roof and all wall panels, and the trimming. The best anywhere, that's CO Building Systems. So Templars start, first and 10, 2 to either side for quarterback Carter Mason. So he brings his tight end in motion, Isaac Crowther. It's going to be a give Tala Papa. Huge hole for Tala. Punishes forward and falls forward. A good gain from Tala, a gain of 4 on first down and 10.
Yeah, out past the 20-yard line. Tala had 4 touchdowns in that game earlier this year against Cedar for the Templars.
Second and 6 now. Templars go quickly to the line. Another give to Tala. Tala heads right side. Gets bottled up a little bit more with the pile pushing. It's going to be a gain of just a yard for Tala Papa. We'll bring up third down and 4 now for the Templar offense.
Yeah, Manti trusting that offensive line, and they're going tempo. You can tell they've scripted these plays to start this game.
2 to either side for Carter Mason. On third down goes hard count, communicates with that offensive line now. Talapapa in the backfield with him. Carter gives Tala. Tala falls forward, spins out of it, moves the sticks. What a run from Talapapa. The initial hit, he was a yard shy, but fell forward. And Tala gets our first Douglas Dentistry first down of the game.
Yeah, just a little hole off to that right side, and you see Tala. Look at that. Nice little block there outside by Jacob Cox. Got Mac Olson leading the way as well.
First and 10, snap Carter. Pumps, rolls, throws that tunnel screen. Stone Mortensen. Stone sheds one tackle, stays on his feet. Sheds another defender before it takes a whole slew of Cedar Reds to bring him down. That's nearly a gain of 10. Going to depend on the spot. I think he got this, though, Greg. He's right at the sticks, and they say move him.
Yeah, so close there. Great blocking out there by Mac Olson. You have a tackle out there blocking on a tunnel screen. Love to see it.
First and 10 Templars. They love that tunnel screen as part of this Shumway offense. Trips near side for Mason. Single receiver far side. Carter takes the snap on first down. Back to pass, is going to take a shot. He's got over the middle, right in the breadbasket of Ty Pringle, and then he drops the football. They're going to rule this a fumble and a recovery by the Cedar Reds.
Wow, yeah, Ty Pringle, big catch in traffic down there, and then just getting his hands in there, Daxton DeMille to knock that one away and falling on it. I want to watch this replay to see how much did Ty make that football move, and I think he did. Let's watch that replay into coverage. Ooh, boy, that was close.
That's very close.
Yeah, it was actually Dylan Crowley that got his hand in there and created that fumble.
So now Cedar takes over on first down back at the 33-yard line. Once again in at quarterback, number 41, Everett Kelling. 2,400-plus yards, nearly passing, nearly 1,000 rushing on the year for Kelling. Brings his man left to right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to DeMille. DeMille with a push forward. He's only going to get 2 yards. Several Templars convene, including Kellen Lund and Mac Olson.
Yeah, those two big defensive linemen for the Templars did a great job. Look at Mac Olson just shedding that block coming down the line, and Kellen Lund in there creating problems as well.
Second down and 8 after the gain of 2 from DeMille. DeMille has had a spectacular season in the backfield. As mentioned, nearly 1,400 yards on the ground for DeMille. Second down and 8. Kelling sends DeMille out in the flat. Will pass on second down. It's short, and it's complete. Stone Mortensen makes the open field tackle out on Braden Crane. We'll set up third and short.
Yeah, about third and 3 here, right at the 40-yard line there.
Need to get to the 43, do the Cedar Reds. So Templars, with their first possession, a massive completion, but that led to a fumble, and now Cedar's got their first third down of the ball game. 1 to either side for Kelling. Single back set with DeMille, and a tight end to the left now brings a receiver in motion. That is Crane. Takes the snap, gives DeMille right up the gut. He stood up, not going to even get close to that. Manti stands strong. It'll be fourth and short.
I think Mac Olson was in on that one as well. Want to see that replay. They just try and go right up the middle. They gave him some pretty good forward progress out to the 42, but it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
And while it may appear Cedar's offense stays out there, Kelling is the punter for the Reds. So sometimes they go quick kick, sometimes they go more traditional. But as of right now, that offense is staying out there. Manti had a gutsy call last week against Morgan. This would be a real gutsy call from Cedar in the opening quarter of a tie ball game in a state championship.
Tight bump coverage out on the outside, both sides on those receivers.
Kelling takes the snap, is going to go for an option pitch to the outside, and it's good enough for a first down. Braxton DeMille only needed about a half a yard, and he ends up getting 2 and moves the sticks for the Reds. A gutsy call.
Pretty good read there by Isaac Crowther to come out to the outside from his outside backer position and make the stop, but got just enough for the first down there, did the Reds.
1st and 10 Cedar, ball at the 44-yard line. They go 2 receivers near side, single far left for Kelling. A fresh set of downs. Sends DeMille back into the flat. Kelling, quarterback draw up the middle, takes an initial hit. Nelson Everett, with the tackle, and Talapapa finished him off. Still a gain of 4, maybe 5.
You send that man in motion like that to clear out the middle for Everett Kelling to run. Bring that linebacker with him. It took the defensive end, Nelson Everett, to just hang on to Everett Kelling. He's got a lot of strength in his legs when he runs. He'll drag you with you, kind of like Bear Bachmeier again.
2 near side for Kelling, single to the left on 2nd down and 5. Sends his receiver Crowley in motion from left to right. Kelling takes the snap on 2nd down. It's a design roll. Throws it in the flat, complete to Crane. Crane makes the snag and then gets tackled down into Manti territory out near the 40-yard line. It's good for another Cedar Red first down as they move into Templar territory, and they're going to go no huddle here.
Yeah, again, they just clear out that side. Yeah, they're going quick here. They clear out that side, just have that little 5-yard and out is wide open.
It's going to be a give up the middle to DeMille, and DeMille stacked up pretty well by the Templars. A number of guys in there, including Nelson Everett and Mac Olson, Spencer Robbins. Gain of 2 for DeMille. We'll bring up 2nd down. Templar defensive line getting some decent push on run plays here early.
Yeah, nothing up the middle so far. Well, I guess you had that one with Everett Kelling, had about 5 yards.
2nd down and 8, 2 to either side here for Kelling. DeMille is his back. Templars show 5 at the line of scrimmage. Kelling takes the snap, throws it complete. That's caught over the middle. First down again. Catch and run. This time it's Slade Parsons, who you mentioned did not play in the first meeting. Had a big touchdown catch last week. 800-plus receiving yards on the season.
Yeah, he's a big play guy. 25 yards per catch or so. And had a little bit of room. Kelling recognized that. And you can't leave Slade Parsons that much room on the outside. You'll give up a first down every time.
Ball at the 25-yard line now. And approaching the red zone for the first time tonight this morning are the Cedar Reds. They go 2 receivers to either side. Kelling with 6:21 to go in this opening quarter. A lot of times Cedar's good at using clock. They had about an 8-minute drive, 9-minute drive last week against Juab in the semis. The give to DeMille up the middle. DeMille brought down after falling forward for just a gain of 2. I believe that was Nelson Everett again.
Yeah, coming from his defensive end position, just unblocked, and he's able to stay close to the line of scrimmage. Comes right down the line of scrimmage, no pulling guard or anything to pick him up, and he makes the tackle. So just a couple yards on that one.
We got 2 receivers to either side now for Kelling. Cedar's kind of stayed in this 2-receiver set since getting on this side of the field. Manti shows 5 at the line again. Kelling on 2nd down and 8 takes the snap. Pocket holds really well for Kelling. Now he's got to run. And the ball comes out, and the Templars have it. Talapapa recovered it. Kellen Lund punched it out, and Manti now gets the football back. We're tied at 1 apiece.
Wow, each team with a fumble on their first drive after promising things happening. You see Kelling sees a little bit of room there. Kellen Lund does a great job to get off of his blocker there, get his hand in there, and then Johnny on the spot. Talapapa falls on it, gives it back to Manti.
Right place, right time for Tala, and give all the credit to Kellen Lund. Shedding a block and forcing the fumble. So now Manti will have it at the 20-yard line. So, both teams get into the opposing team's territory. Yeah. Both teams fumble. So Manti now goes trips near side. Single receiver to the far right for Carter Mason. Talapapa is the back at his hip. Snap Carter. Pocket holds, throws a dart over the middle. That's Stone Mortensen, and Stone makes the catch. Little pitch and catch for the Templars. Stone moves it with a Douglas Dentistry first down.
How well did that over-the-middle pass work last week for the Templars? Isaac Crowther and Stone Mortensen, so many of those grabs.
2 receivers far right. The give to Tala. Tala right up the gut. Big hole for Talapapa. Spins, stays on his feet. A great run from Tala on first down. A gain of 9. And Tala loses his helmet. He's going to have to probably come out for a play. I shouldn't say probably. He is going to have to come out for a play.
Yeah, ball up to, what do they mark that? About the 43-yard line, so a 9-yard. About a 9-yard run there, yeah. And Manti going with a lot of tempo. Really, both teams going with a lot of tempo. Not a lot of time for a color commentator to add comments, but that's okay. To everyone's joy.
I'm expecting you to text Fred at halftime. Tell him to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, give me time to talk, man.
Trips near side, single receiver right on short yardage situation for Mason Carter holding. Pocket collapses. Carter escapes to his right. Going to heave it for Stone downfield. Stone makes the catch. Inside the 30. Stays on his feet. 20. Tripped up inside the 10. 5. He's gone. Stone Mortensen opens things up for the Templars, and they're up 6-0 with the PAT pending.
Wow, what a grab by Stone Mortensen. Let's break this down. Let's go back a little further. Watch Carter Mason right here. He's in the grasp right there of Cam Hassler. Rolls out to the right, finds Stone Mortensen in triple coverage. Stone breaks 2 tackles, and then the speed comes in the last 15 yards into the end zone. Stone Mortensen.
So when it comes to turnovers, Manti's now got 6, maybe 7 points off of turnovers, while Cedar came away empty on the Templar fumble. So you did not just do that.
You said 6-7. I did it.
Extra points, good. So with 4:43 remaining in the opening period, it's Manti 7, Cedar 0. State championship coverage continues on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Templars open up first, finding the Go Insurance end zone, serving all of Central Utah. Give Go Insurance a call at 462-3333. Talk about going.
Hey.
Stone Mortensen can go.
Yeah, just sheds that one block. You can't bring him down by the ankles, and then he runs away from people.
And Tyler Steinfeld boots that out of the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Reds. Cedar able to be very methodical on that last drive, Greg.
Yeah.
Nothing major as far as chunk plays or anything like that, but
consistency. Yeah, 10
consistent.
It was 10 plays before that fumble that Talatala Papa fell on. Yeah,
First,
it was a 10-play drive up until that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Meant to ask that, as you do such a great job keeping track of that. We'll give the rest of our crew shout-outs as the today goes on. And again, the first of 3 games with our Team Hive crew. Kelling decides to keep it himself right up the gut, has a lot of space. Second level Kelling, 40, 45, tripped up at the 50 now, the Manti 45. There's a run from Everett Kelling right up the gut. Right as I say, not a lot of big plays on that first drive, but consistency.
Yeah.
Everett Kelling rips one off.
Yeah, that little fake pitch to the outside just draws a linebacker out to the outside and opens up the middle. Great play by Everett Kelling. Great blocking by that offensive lineman out to wash Talatala Papa out of the play.
1st and 10 at the 44 for Kelling. 2 receivers to either side. Back to passes Everett. Pocket holds now. Mac Olson bears down on him. The pass is complete. Talatala Papa. That is an excellent open field tackle as Braxton DeMille made the snag. He's only going to get 2 yards, though. Brings up 2nd down.
Braxton DeMille's an excellent running back. Over 1,000 yards. I think he said over 1,300 or so on the year. Good receiver out of the backfield as well.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Cedar as they go 2 receivers to either side. Once again here for Everett Kelling. And the Reds come in 12-0, looking to make it 13-0. Manti looking for revenge after what happened earlier this season down at Cedar High School. The give up the gut, and boy, Nelson Everett coming from that DN spot. Still a gain of 2 for Braxton DeMille, but that will bring up 3rd down and 6. Nelson's so good coming off that edge.
Yeah, again, they're just not blocking that outside. That defensive end coming free down the line and able to catch Braxton DeMille. Good job by Braxton to carry Nelson for a couple of yards, though, to make it something out of nothing.
3rd down and 6 now for the Cedar Reds. Ball at the Manti 40. They need to get to the Templar 34-yard line. Manti shows 5 at the line of scrimmage. The Reds taking their time to get this play call in. Just 6 on the play clock. Down to 3. Parsons comes in motions, back to pass. Kelling running out of time, nowhere to go, stays on his feet, still staying on his feet, pumps, and is ultimately going to go down. I'm not sure their credit. It was all Kellen Lund that made that happen for Manti, and then Talapapa came to finally finish it off. Not sure who they're going to credit the sack with. I would credit Kellen with it, though, because, boy, he was not letting go of that leg.
Yeah, or maybe half each. I don't know when that whistle blew exactly, if it was right before Tala got there. But, yeah, good job by Kellen Lund staying with the play as Kelling rolls out and then just hanging on, letting your teammates come and help.
So 4th down, Cedar went for it on 4th and short. This is 4th and long in Templar territory. They're going to elect to play the field position game. At least that's what they're showing here.
And if I'm Cedar, if I'm up at the 40, if Kelling would have been able to throw that away, I probably would have went for it right here. But that 6 or 7 yard loss would make me not want to.
Templars have the Twins on the return game. Kelling gets rid of the punt. It's a low drive. Ty Pringle fields it at the 10-yard line. Ty stutter steps, looks to head back up, and ultimately gets brought down at about the 18-yard line, where the Templars get it back 1st and 10. So the big play from Kelling, and then the drive stalls out. Manti's defense getting more stout.
Yeah, good job there by Ty Pringle to step up and catch that. You see a lot of high school kids just let that go, and that thing might have died in the 5-yard line or so. He probably saved his team 10, 15 yards there.
So we got 1st and 10 for the Templars. Got to thank our whole crew that's here with us. The award-winning statistician, Mr. Brad James, is in the house providing us halftime and postgame stats. Executive producer Barrett Hilton, along with Adam Coombs, as the Templars are off and running. It's out to the outside. Talapapa. And he's gone. That's Ty Pringle. My apologies. Ty Pringle to the house. No flags. And just like that, the Templars make it a 2-score game.
Throw that quick pass out there to Ty Pringle, 82 yards. Ty takes it up the sideline. Let's watch that replay here. They hustled. Oh, they went with that funny formation.
Here I am giving guys a bunch of credit.
We didn't even notice it. Yeah, let's run that replay.
Wow. Here I am giving credit to all our people because I'm thinking the line hasn't come out yet. Manti tricks me on the play-by-play.
We need to talk about that when we have a little bit of time. That was so quick. We need to set that thing up for you people listening on radio right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Cam Shumway smelling some blood and going for the strike on the trick play as the extra point is up, and it is good from Tyler Steinfeld. Templars lead at 14-0. A quick break, and we're back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Templars make it 14-0 after a spectacular play that faked even us out. We're thinking the offensive line still communicating on the sideline. They get lined up, Greg, and then...
So what you had is you had a center come out with the quarterback, and those two are in the middle of the field. And the center doesn't have to snap it through his legs. It just has to be tossed. We'll let you call this kickoff, and then we'll come back to
high kick here from Steinfeld, and it's a touchback as it's fielded just right barely inside.
That was a cool kick. I mean, that thing went miles high and just about forced the Cedar Red.
So here's the replay.
Yeah, okay, watch this replay here. So you line up here. Stone Mortensen comes and plays center and just tosses it back to the quarterback. You have that whole lineup of guys out right against the sideline, and Ty Pringle just follows them and then runs away from everybody. That's
what a time to call a play like that.
We're talking about Adam Coombs and cameramen out here and talking about.
We gave him credit too soon, is what we did, and nearly missed the play.
That's
so
right.
1st and 10 now for Kelling. Templars lead at 14-0. The handoff up the middle. Templars plug that middle again really well, but excellent running. I thought the same thing. A helmet came off. We thought it might have been the football. There's a flag over on the far side of the field.
Yeah, DeMille's helmet came off there. Let's see if it's because of a Templar. If it is, he won't have to come out if it's a face mask penalty, which it looks like that's probably what it's going to be.
No official call has come quite yet from the official. But it looks like it is on Manti, and sure enough, they'll call a face mask on the Templars, and that'll give Cedar a first down. So DeMille, who had already got 3, maybe 4 yards, tack on another 15. And like you said, Greg, he could stay in the game because if it's ripped off like that and it's a penalty. 1st and 10 for the Reds. Ball at the 39-yard line for Cedar. Manti jumps out to a quick 14-0 lead. A minute 27 to go in this opening quarter. Kelling takes the snap, play action. Everett drills him, gets it to his tight end, Martin. Martin down the sideline, and he's struck down at about the 45 is where they're going to mark it, so a gain of 6. Good job by, Everett Kelling to get rid of it. The other Everett, Nelson Everett, bearing down on him quickly.
Yeah, Nelson came out there quick. It's not a late hit. That was one step and hit the quarterback right as he let go of that. Kelling pops right back up. He's a strong kid. Nice completion out to the tight end out there.
They're going to give Brent Martin more close to 7 yards as opposed to the 5 they were initially giving him. So 2 near side, single receiver to the left for Everett Kelling. It's going to be a give up the middle to Mill. DeMille, massive hole, and it's going to get the first down. A nice run up the gut. That Cedar offensive line. He needed 3, got 4, maybe 5. And that'll move the sticks. The Reds will have it in Templar territory for the 3rd time this morning.
I was just going to say that. The third drive for Cedar, every time they've gotten into Manti's territory. A fumble, and then Manti was able to knock him back and force a punt from the 46. We'll see if Cedar's able to finish this drive off. 1st
down and 10, 2 to either side for Everett Kelling. Templars show 4 at the line of scrimmage. DeMille comes to his right hip. Kelling brings a receiver in motion from left to right. Quarterback run up the gut for Kelling, and he is going to get down. Isaac Crowther made the initial hit. It's a gain of 3, maybe 4 for Everett. Bring up 2nd down.
Everett does such a good job at getting to the second level. I mean, he doesn't take a hit from a defensive lineman all that often. You saw Nelson Everett get a little bit of a hand on him, but it took a linebacker to bring Kelling down. It's a good run on 1st down.
2nd down and 7 now for the Reds. And this is probably the last play of the quarter if they decide to run it. There's about a second difference between game and play clock. And we'll see if they do, in fact, run this down to 5 with 4, 3, Kelling with 2, takes the snap at 1. Final play of the quarter, Kelling escapes the pocket, dumps it off into the flat, completion to the far side, and it's good for a 1st down and then some by Dylan Crowley as he moves the sticks, and that's how quarter number 1 will end. A couple of fumbles, a couple of scores. Manti leads 14-0 over Cedar. Second quarter action next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
Looking for the perfect color for your next paint project? Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim has your solution. With their state-of-the-art color matching equipment and over 350,000 colors, anything is possible. Bring Hermanson's any size sample or your favorite Pinterest pin and they can scan or match across all brands of paint. They've successfully matched paint colors from pillows, stucco, rock, paint cans, signs, plants, and more. Their high-quality finishes from Pratt & Lambert and Best Look will give you the professional results you're looking for. Don't put off those paint projects any longer. Drop by Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim. It's how going to a hardware store should be.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
1 down to 3 to go on our CO Building System scoreboard. Roof and wall panels and all the trimming at the best prices anywhere. CO Buildings. Manti leads 14-0. Templars fumbled on their opening possession in Cedar territory. Cedar then fumbles deep in Manti territory. Manti's been able to take advantage, though. They lead 14-0, Greg, after 1.
3 big plays for the Templars. 1 ended in a fumble. 2 ended in long touchdown passes.
1st down and 10. 2 receivers near side, single to the right. 4 DeMille. They got an extra lineman out there. Is that that's a tight end over on the right side?
Going a Utah formation.
Yeah.
6 linemen.
I was going to say there's a bonus lineman out there. Man goes in motion. It's Crowley. The snap, Kelling. The give DeMille. DeMille met immediately by Nelson Everett and Spencer Robbins, combining no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, just every time I want to watch this replay here, just every time I wanted to see if nobody's blocking Nelson Everett. If I'm a Cedar coach, I'm saying, hey, we got to slow him down on the outside. I know we're running to the opposite side, but nobody even touching him. He's just running right down the line of scrimmage and catching DeMille from behind.
2nd down and 10 for the Reds. 2 receivers near side, single right side again. Tight end is back in left side for Kelling. Single back is DeMille. Man comes in motion. Snap, the give DeMille up the gut. Nice hole for DeMille as he falls forward for a gain of 5, maybe 6 on 2nd down and 10. We'll bring up 3rd down for the Red offense.
But it's the same thing again. Nelson Everett just coming down the line like that. Braxton DeMille able to hit the hole quick enough that it really was just Nelson getting a hand on him, but with nobody touching him. I get that's the design of the play, but Nelson doing a lot of good things to wreck that for the Reds. But a good run by DeMille to get the 5 yards.
3rd down and 5 now for the Reds. They go again 2 to the far left. Single receiver right side with the tight end on the right. DeMille at the left hip, tight end Martin moves from right to left, now comes in the slot. Kelling takes the snap on 3rd down. Templars bring some pressure, and it's just thrown, tipped at the line of scrimmage. It is incomplete, and then a flag's going to fly in here late.
What's that replay? Did somebody go hit Kelling after he let go of that ball there?
The Cedar fans started applauding.
Can we see that replay there, Barrett?
Not sure. Again, the flag came in kind of late, and I'm not.
Yeah,
they're going to
foul
say
against the Templars.
A personal foul on Manti.
Roughing the quarterback.
Would have had him at 4. 4th down and 5, and I think Cedar was probably going to go for it position here. Let's see here.
Let's show that. Yeah, just coming in hot from the backside right after he lets go of that, and they say that Spencer Robbins had a chance to slow down and not hit him. Spencer being aggressive out there, but that gives a big penalty down to almost the 10-yard line. What are they saying about the 12?
12, 13-yard line for the Reds. 1st down and 10. 10:29 to go here in quarter number 2. They go trips near side with a tight end empty on the far right. Snap to Kelling. Give up the gut. DeMille stays on his feet. A good run from DeMille as he's down to the 5. Make it the 4-yard line. A gain of 9 from Braxton DeMille.
And that time the defensive end for the Templars had the assignment of the quarterback, and he went straight to the quarterback instead of going down to the running back, and that gave DeMille a lot of room up the middle.
2nd down, and they're going to give him 8, so 2nd down and 2 for Cedar.
Wouldn't be surprised to see an Everett Kelling run right up the middle right here. Send a guy in motion and just keep it in your quarterback, kind of a quarterback power type of play.
Kelling in shotgun, brings 2 tight ends from left to right. We saw Manti run that a lot last week at Morgan, moving those 2 tight ends. Kelling back to pass, throws it in the flat to DeMille. DeMille makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. He gets the 1st down. It's not a touchdown. Tried to lean forward to the pylon, but either way, it's a 1st and goal for Cedar at the 2-yard line.
One of those Templars, again, had their hands up there. Mac Olson just about knocked that one down as well, like he did earlier before that penalty gave the Cedar Reds the 1st down.
1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Red offense. They got the 2 receivers near side, single receiver far to the right. Single back for Kelling. 1st and goal. Kelling brings a man in motion. Takes the snap. It is going to be that quarterback power, and Everett Kelling is in for the Reds, and they are on the board to make it 14-6 with 9:38 to go in the 2nd period with the PAT pending.
That was just a play off. Just one play later. But, yeah, that was exactly what I thought they would do. Kelling's such a good runner. Gets that burst of speed right up the middle and just off to the left just a little bit. Good blocking by the offensive lineman. And Kelling gets into the end zone for 6.
Cody Stevenson on to attempt the PAT. Cedar's attempted a lot of PATs this year. They've scored a lot of points and a lot of touchdowns. And the snap is good, hold good, kick on its way, and it is through and into the parking lot as that takes us to another break. Manti 14, Cedar 7. Templars get it back next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate.
Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob?
Worse. Without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
Welcome back on in. Manti jumped out to a 14-0 lead, but the Cedar Reds strike, put together a full drive, and now it's back to a 1-score game. Templars get the ball back. This is going about kind of like we thought, Greg. We figured 2 high-octane offenses, 2 teams that can really get out and run with some good athletes, and That's certainly been the case here.
Both teams average, Cedar averaged like 44 points per game. I think Manti was right around 40 points per game as well. Yeah, so we knew we'd get a lot of offense here. And that was a 12-play drive that Everett Kelling capped off to cut that 2-score lead down to 1.
So now Stevenson will approach and send this high. Return opportunity here for the Templars. It is Isaiah Wright over on the far side. Isaiah gets to the 20, gets tripped up, and that's where he will stay. Templars will start the drive at the 20-yard line.
Both of these kickers do a good job at kicking that ball really high. Let their kickoff team run down there and make a play. It's important to be able to do that. It's a great tool to have a kicker that can do that.
Well, and then to have how great is that for the coverage guys to know they've got all kinds of time to get down, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they've got to do their job as well, and they certainly have here so far today. 1st and 10 Templars, ball at the 20-yard line. Manti still with a 7-point lead after the Cedar touchdown. They give it to Carter Mason. They go a little trickery. It's a pitch play. Ty Pringle gets second level again. Pringle 35-40, brought down at the 43-yard line. You don't think Ty Pringle wants this? Got injured on, the opening kickoff?
Kickoff. Ty took it all the way back to almost the Cedar 20-yard line or so. He got caught from behind, and he broke a bone in his foot. He wants this game, absolutely.
1st and 10 Templars, they go quick. Tala sheds one tackle, spins into a second, and a good gain from Talapapa on 1st down. He's got a little something to say as both guys shoving back and forth a little bit.
Both fan bases will blame the other.
They sure will. They sure will.
But there's a lot going on out there.
So it'll be first.
You see it right there. The first shove was Cedar, and then Manti retaliated. 2nd
down for the Templars. Carter. Little option side pass. Complete to Pringle. Ty, second level, 40-yard line to the 36, for Ty Pringle. They're going to throw a flag here. Are they going to say this was thrown forward? Because I think Carter might have been past the line of scrimmage.
Any part of his body or the ball is behind the line of scrimmage, then it's not a forward pass. Let's see where. I think we're probably just going to watch the white hat, but I'd like to see this replay. If it's right where the white hat's standing, if he's saying that's where the pass was thrown, then that would be an illegal forward pass.
Right.
But want to see this replay, see where we're at here.
Do you have an illegal man downfield? This could be a variety of things.
Nope.
None of it. A hold. Yeah.
None of that is right.
They'll call the hold on the Templars here.
Yeah, he's clearly behind, and it's a backward pass anyway. Yeah, but they're going to say, where was the hold?
They call it on Isaac Crowther there on the edge. Wow. 2nd down and 11 following the penalty. Templars go 2 near side, single receiver far left, split back set for Carter Mason. Carter takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Tala on 2nd down. Big hole for Tala. Falls forward in it. Going to gain four-ish yards. Will bring up 3rd down and 7.
Trying to get that number out there that made a hit. He made a good play on, is it 52 out here? Yeah, 52. Get low. Nice tackle out there by Dominic McGarvey, senior down tackle.
Leading sack man for the Reds on the season. So 3rd down and 7 for the Templar offense. Carter takes the snap. Little screen to Tala. Tala makes one man miss, heads towards the sideline, gets to the 50. Needed to get to about the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. See what Manti elects to do here. They had a very gutsy 4th down call last week.
Yeah.
That I very colorfully described what took place there. But it's 4th down.
Had a couple people talk to me about that one. I might have looked in the dictionary for the definition of that word you used. We'll see. Manti has given up some long drives so far to Cedar. So do you want to play the field position game and make them go another 14-play drive? Manti's going to go for it here right at midfield.
Mason in shotgun, and now Coach Takiaho will take a timeout. It's our first timeout of the game, brought to you by Manti Family Dental. Discover the difference at Manti Family Dental. We'll take a break and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Covey Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. 4th down. Templar offense remains out there following the timeout by Coach Takiaho. They go with these stacked receivers to either side. Carter Mason takes the snap. It's a screen to Mortensen. Stone double pass, throws it forward. Talak cannot get to the ball. Not the best thrown ball by Stone Mortensen. It's incomplete. Manti goes with the trickery. Cedar gets the stop, and the Reds will take over at midfield.
Look at this, the double pass. This has worked so many times for the Templars this year, and Stone Mortensen just has to get it off quicker than he wanted to. Papa's wide open. If Stone's able to step into that one and throw that ahead of Tala, that's 6. But a good rush by Cedar created that quick pass, and Cedar will have great field position.
Ball right at midfield for the Reds. Best field position either team has had so far in this game here tonight, or this morning, excuse me. Single receiver near side. They go 2 to the far right for Everett Kelling. Backfield is Braxton DeMille. They bring a man in motion. Kelling back to pass on 1st down. Pocket holds well. Kelling's going to take a shot. Has got Parsons. Parsons there, and it just overshot by about a half a step. Falls incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down.
They got the switch that they wanted. So you bring that man in motion. It pulls Ty Pringle off of Parsons out there, and then you throw it up to against Carter Mason, the quarterback for the Templars, running with Slade Parsons. And Parsons had a step on him, but passed just a little bit outside of his hands.
2nd down and 10 for the Reds. Cedar electing to go for a shot after getting the 4th down stop. Twins near side, single to the far right for Kelling. Takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Mill right up the gut. And boy, the Templars get there in a hurry. My goodness, that front for Manti has been so good. Jacob Cox was the first man to get there.
And Jacob, and was that Kellen Lund in there as well? Or no, that's just Jacob Cox. And Jacob did a good job right when that whistle blows just to let off. You've got a couple of kind of ticky fouls called against the Templars so far today. Jacob Cox being really smart and saying, I'm not going to get another personal foul penalty against my team here. Just let off.
They're going to say that's a loss. Yeah, 3rd down and 11. Now for the Reds. 2 to either side for Kelling. Manti shows 4 at the line of scrimmage. Do they bring 5? No, they'll just bring the 4. Kelling to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that to the receiver, Dylan Crowley, in the breadbasket. Believe Kellen Lund.
Yep.
Boy, what a couple weeks what a playoff run Kellen's had.
Yeah, for sure. And Kellen Lund from his down tackle position just spins off of that block and made Kelling throw that just a half second before he wanted to. And Crowley wasn't able to get set the way he wanted to, just outside of his hands. Good play by the Templars to force a punt.
Crowley was in a good soft spot, too. Would have had the first down and then some. So
yeah.
Manti forces the punt now, a quick 3 and out. Give a lot of credit to that Manti defense after turning it over on downs. It could be a deflating thing, right? You can, especially where these guys play both ways. You were just out there on that offense that couldn't make the play. They make up for it. Here is Kelling with a running boot. This is a great punt. Fielded by Isaiah Wright. Makes 2 guys miss. Cuts back upfield. And Isaiah gets down at the 15. So, again, preventing that from really going down inside the 5. Manti's punt returner's doing a nice job, at least getting out of the shadow.
That was another gutsy one that time. A lot of times you hear if it's inside the 10, just let it go, let it roll in. But, man, the way that ball was floating, that wasn't a spiral that was going to take a roll into the end zone. I think that might have died right at about the 2 or 3 yard line. So good job by Isaiah Wright to be gutsy and get a few yards for his team.
1st down and 10. Templars get the ball back after the 3 and out. Manti goes with a split back set now. It's 2 receivers near side, single receiver to the left. Mason pumps. It's going to be a quarterback draw for Carter. Carter, with a great head of steam, gets 9 yards on 1st down. People forget that he's had such a good passing year, and they haven't ran him a ton. The kid's got some wheels. Played receiver for that runner-up team 2 years ago.
Yeah, and last year he was a receiver as well up until the end of the year when Starkweather got hurt.
2nd and short, Carter. Going to give to Crowther here, kind of that tight end fullback position, and Isaac's going to move the sticks and get the 1st down for Manti. What a weapon Isaac Crowther's become. Reminds me so much of like a Mason Wake at BYU, but then he's evolved from that. That's kind of what his role was a couple of years ago. He's the full package of a tight end.
You had Dax Winkier in on that tackle, the leading tackler this year for the Reds, number 45 from his middle linebacker position. Only a couple-yard game, but they only needed 1.
Templars will stay with this split back set. They go 2 receivers near side, single receiver far left for Carter Mason.
And you got 3 out here on defense on the 2 receivers.
And they go bubble screen. That's deflected, and they're going to rule this incomplete. How about Daxton DeMille? coming up to get the PBU. My goodness.
Yeah, great job there. He had a blocker in front of him, and he just fights off of that block out here. Ty Pringle gives him a shot. That ball's just where Daxon can get it, because Isaac Crowther might have had a little room out there if he would have got that one.
Second down and 10 for the Templars following the incompletion. Daxon DeMille, he's got the fumble recovery and now a PBU for the Cedar Reds.
Yeah.
Templars stay with the split back set as they go with two receivers near side, single receiver far to the left. Pringle comes in motion from left to right, or right to left, excuse me. Mason, quarterback draw again. Whole head of steam for Carter. Spins out of a couple tacklers and is going to get another 8 yards. Will bring up third down and short. Ball at about the 35, 36-yard line. Templars need to get to the 37.
Manti's going to go quick here. Try and get that 1.5 yards they need.
Mason throws. Has a man. It's Pringle. Caught 40, 35, 30. Stays on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5. He is gone.
Ty Pringle today. How about Ty? Have a game, dude. Manti goes quick up there. Cedar fans don't like it. They say Manti wasn't set. No flags thrown. Carter Mason doesn't need a yard. He wants 60 yards. And he gets it to Ty Pringle.
I always joke that Ty opens cans. Well, he's opened a couple up here in Harriman in this first half. My goodness. 27, Templars lead it with the PAT pending. Manti's going so fast, Greg. It's catching us. Manti's a quick-paced team.
Yeah.
This is as quick as I've ever seen him run it.
This is quicker than quick. Yeah, this is extremely quick.
Extra point good from Tyler Steinfeld. Templars find the Go Insurance end zone. It's 21-7 Manti. 4:58 to go in the opening half on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
Well, Ty Pringle, you think he wants this one, Greg? We talked about that. Broke his foot on the opening kickoff the first meeting. Fumbled his first catch here today. Since then has been near perfect as that ball goes in for a touchback.
On that fumble, he still gets credit for the catch and the yardage. Is that correct, Brad? So Ty, he's got an 82-yard touchdown catch. He's got a 64-yard touchdown catch, and he had that big play that he fumbled on that was probably another 40 or so yards there. So already he's probably got close to 180 or so yards in this first half, Ty Pringle.
Wow. Templars lead 21-0. Now the Reds come back out. Again, Greg, give the Manti defense all the credit after that. Unable to convert on fourth down, forcing a 3-and-out at midfield. And now the field position game is flipped yet again. Cedar's got to go for it.
Cedar's answered this year, though, when they've needed to.
We're down 21-0 against Juab as the pass is complete to the far side, complete to Crowley, who makes a couple guys miss, going to get 4 yards on first down.
Crowley, it looked like he had a little bit of room out there. Spencer Robbins come in hot, and then Mac Olson all the way from his defensive end position, able to get out there and make a big hit.
Second down and 6 after the gain of 4 for the Reds. Cedar will send 2 receivers near side, single receiver to the far right, tight end also on that far right. Single back here for Everett Kelling. On second down, brings a man in motion. Kelling awaits the snap.
Got a switch there on the outside.
Now takes it, rolls out to his left. Kelling steps up in the pocket, takes another shot, and it's through the hands of Crowley. Crowley had a beat on the ball. Stone Mortensen was lurking, and it just goes through his hands.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a step there on Stone Mortensen. I think you see Stone talking to his other defensive backs, trying to fix what happened there. Kelling took another hit right as he let go of that ball.
He's taken some shots in the first half.
I missed who it was on that replay there that hit him. But, yeah, another one of those Templars into the backfield with Kelling.
Third down and 6, and a big, big third down here for both teams. 4:30 to go before 4:10 to go before halftime.
Yeah, Cedar needs this one right here.
Kelling brings that tight end from left to right. Everett takes the snap, back to pass on third down, throws it over the middle, and it's just nowhere near. It was a low ball. Braden Crane, the intended receiver. There were 4 white jerseys around that football.
Yeah. And Kelling under pressure again. That defensive line of the Templars putting so much pressure on him. Saw that blitz coming from that left side that just got up in Kelling's face, and Kelling had to let go of it. He'll step back to punt here. And with 4:07 left, Manti, I mean, there might be 4 more possessions here between these two teams.
Jeez, you're telling me. Stick with us through the entire day. We'll have 8-man coming up next, followed by the 2A championship here at Zions Bank Stadium. The snap's good on the punt for Kelling. Has time, gives it a boot, and this, boy.
Kicking it out of bounds.
This is going to be right around midfield, and they say 49, 48, 47, 46, 45.
You watch. You know what? So you got the official that runs all the way back to the 50, and then he looks at the other officials to see where that ball crossed that imaginary out-of-bounds line.
Sure.
You saw Derek Wright, great Manti Templar player, is a coach now, played a little bit in the NFL in the preseason. You saw him walking up right with that official saying, nope, come on, keep on coming.
Guy knows a thing or two about punt returns.
Oh, yeah.
At multiple levels of the game of football. 1st and 10, Templars trips near side. Single receiver to the left. Mason gives Tala. Follows that lead blocker. Tala pop a big hole. 30. Cuts back 25. The ball is out. It was kicked forward, and the Reds field it inside the 5. Oh, Tala's kicking himself out there.
I don't know. I'm scrambling in my head to think if Tala has fumbled this year. I don't know. He's got a lot of room here. And then right there, just gets his hand in there as Peyton Ludlow just sticks his hand in there, pulls that ball out. The ball gets kicked, and then they fall on it clear down inside the 5-yard line. Another fumble by the Templars gives the ball back to the Reds.
That's 2-1 now. Cedar in favor of the turnover possession. Manti still with a 2-score lead, but Cedar now backed up inside the 5, and that Talapapa run, Greg, can set Manti up to go up 3 scores easily.
Yeah, he had a lot of room there, and I don't know if he's fumbled this year.
1st and 10, the snap, Kelling, the give, up the guts. Staying on his feet is DeMille, and he gets to the 5, make it the 6-yard line. Just a short game. Again, that Manti defensive front has played so well the last couple weeks. And they're continuing to feed off of that. An initial grab, I think, by Kellen Lund to slow him down there, Greg.
Yep. Jacob Cox there as well.
Finished it off. 2nd down and 8, a gain of 2 for DeMille. Cedar's going to go with the 2 receivers far side, single receiver near side. Tight end on that far right side as well.
You see Manti wants a certain matchup. They switch.
Kelling's going to keep it. He's got space to the outside. Everett, good shed by Ty Pringle to at least not allow him to get any further downfield, but it is enough for a 1st down for Everett Kelling.
Yeah, good job by Ty Pringle to break off there. Good job by Kelling. They read what I've been talking about. Nelson Everett scrapes down the line. Nobody had the quarterback, and it took your corner out there, Ty Pringle, to make an open field tackle, or Everett Kelling would have had a lot more green grass in front of him.
Well, and you said he shed a tackle. He had a guy, or shed a blocker, had a guy on him.
Yeah.
2 to either side now for Kelling with the single back set. Everett in shotgun takes the snap. Manti brings the 4. Kelling escapes, decides to become a runner, takes a hit from Talapapa. It's a gain of 6 for Everett on 1st down. Brings up 2nd down.
Pretty good read there by Everett Kelling to see nothing happening down the field. He's just going to drop back, sees that lane on the right side. Mackelton not quite able to get up to him. And a good run for about 5 yards there on 1st down for Everett Kelling.
2nd down and 4 now for Cedar. 2:20 to go before halftime. Again, the Reds will get the football to start the 2nd half. Keep that in mind as we come down the stretch here of half number 1. Kelling in gun. Handoff up the middle. Manti scrapes, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to stop the 1st down. Is a good run from Braxton DeMille.
You got Cedar fans out here and Cedar coaches yelling out here. These guys are blocking downfield for the Reds. Even after the whistle, Manti had a little bit. Isaiah Wright, you see on the corner of our camera there, threw the Red offensive player off of him. Both teams are doing it.
Sure.
So it's definitely not just one way here.
No. And, if you're a parent, you're only going to see it one way, right?
Sure.
That's how it goes. 1st down and 10 for Kelling. Back to pass. Pocket holds. Kelling Boy, either miscommunication or I'm not sure why. Yeah, he's communicating with the receiver. He thought he was going to be there in the flat.
And you see the white hat calling for the other official. Okay, no, he's just calling for a ball here. I didn't know if he was maybe thinking about intentional grounding out there because nobody was there, but it's just definitely a miscommunication.
Yeah. So Templars get a stop on first down. It's now 2nd down and 10 for the Red offense. Single receiver near side. They go 2 far right for Kelling with 1:39 to go before halftime. Cedar with all 3 timeouts. Manti's got 2.
Manti showing that blitz up the middle from Isaac Crowther. Now they back out.
Kelling loads up, launches it far side, and it is caught. Wow. Stone Mortensen nearly high-pointed it. What a snag from Braden Crane. Yeah. Excuse me, no, that's Gavin DeMille, number 6, who made the snag for the Reds, and he moves the sticks. What a snag.
The junior out there just goes up and takes that away. Look, Stone Mortensen had a good beat on it, but Gavin, good concentration to pull that one down and give the first down to his Reds.
He got out of bounds, so that stops the clock as well at 1:32. Again, the Reds, plenty to work with as far as their playbook goes. All 3 timeouts. And again, Cedar does get the football to start half number 2. The give up the middle to Mill. Just stacked at the line. Kellen Lund, only a gain of a yard. As Lund gets in there. Boy, what a first half for Kellen coming off of last week's performance. Cedar uses their first timeout. It is a Manti Family Dental timeout. We'll use it and be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Templars with a 21-7 lead over Cedar. That timeout brought to you by Manti Family Dental. Discover the difference at Manti Family Dental with Dr. Rich Carlisle. Minute 21 to go. Cedar with 2 timeouts. Manti 2 timeouts. 21-7 our score.
Got those 2 eligible receivers tight out here to the offensive left for Cedar, and then the man coming in motion. Let's see if they look at them. Kind of a trips right against the line of scrimmage.
Kelling to pass. Tried to set up the screen and ends up losing a man wide open. Crane down the sideline. 45-40. 35. Cuts back to the 30. Stone's going to bring him down at about the 25-yard line. Someone did not stay with Braden Crane. A broken coverage, and Crane takes it deep into Templar territory.
Yeah, you just have him come right across the middle there. Watch this replay. That replay's a little too tight. You can't see it, but you clear everybody out, and nobody runs with Braden Crane. Manti will have to adjust there. Great play by the Reds.
1st and 10, ball at the 23-yard line for Cedar. Under a minute to go before the half. A score here would be massive for the Reds, given that they get the ball to start the second half to Mill. Right up the gut. 15, 10-5. Stays on his feet and is down inside the 2. What a run from Braxton DeMille to set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, great blocking by his offensive lineman. He just takes it with a head of steam. The first game that these 2 teams played, I talked quite a bit about how he hits the hole so hard.
1st and goal here. They go no huddle. Kelling, DeMille. Coach Takiaho takes a timeout here with 31 seconds. We'll take it. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
From sales to service and repair, we do it all. We're Skyline Motorsports. We service and repair all makes and models with the best mechanics in the valley. We'll fix you up and get you back on your way at an honest, fair price. Doesn't matter if it's your side-by-side, ATV, street bike, dirt bike, snowmobile, or your everyday yard work machines. Check out SkylineMotorsports.com. Then come see us on Highway 89, 1 mile south of Fairview. Give us a call at 427-3900. Skyline Motorsports. Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
Welcome back on in. Templars lead 21-7 over Cedar. 36 seconds to go before the half. But the Reds are knocking on the door.
And this Cedar drive started at the 4-yard line with 3:51 left. 11th play of the drive. They've had to go the whole field to answer here.
Kelling brings that tight end from left to right. Takes the snap, gives up the gut, and I don't think he got in. No, they're going to say Braxton DeMille is short with 29 seconds. Clock is still running, and now Cedar elects to take a timeout here with 26 seconds. Let's keep it here, Greg, for this next set. Or do they say Manti took that timeout?
They pointed towards Cedar over here. I don't think.
Oh no, they did point at Cedar's way. My apologies.
I don't think
that was
Fred Takiaho would have taken that right there. Yeah.
So 26 seconds left. You're down to the 1 yard line. If you're the Reds, still a timeout. Still can definitely go with the run play. I don't think there's any question about that. Why wouldn't you?
Either Kelling on a quarterback power or hand it to Braxton DeMille right up the middle. They're such a good running team with those two guys. I would be shocked if it's anything else.
So 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Reds. Trying to get in before the half, and again, Cedar does get the football to start half number 2. What do they call those? The middle 8 minutes, how important those are?
Huge. Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second.
2 receivers left, 1 right for Kelling on 2nd and goal. Brings the receiver in motion. Kelling takes it. It is going to be quarterback power, and Kelling is in for his 2nd touchdown of the day, and the Reds back within a single score with the PAT pending.
Yeah, you just have that left side of the offensive line lean on the Templars and let Everett Kelling follow it. Unless somebody from Manti is able to break off of a block and make a stop in the backfield. I mean, it's really old school, simple football.
Extra point now coming here from Cody Stevenson. He's been near automatic on extra points, I believe. He's only missed 5 on the year. It's something like 70 of 76 or something like that. And the extra point is on the way, and it is through. So with 22 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play, it's Manti 21, Cedar 14 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. A big answer from Cedar there. They forced now we're even in terms of points off of turnovers at 7 apiece. Manti still with a 7-point lead. The Reds get the ball to start the second half, though, Greg. Knowing how aggressive Coach Shumway is and how aggressive this staff is, how aggressive do you expect them to be with 22 seconds and a timeout?
If it was me, I would kneel on it. Unless I get a big return, I don't try anything fancy here with 22 seconds left and 1 timeout. If you're in the 20 or earlier, I kneel on it and get into halftime. I don't know if you're asking for my prediction or
Cedar
what I would
just
do.
kind of pooches this, and then it's run out of bounds by Stetson Thompson. So Manti will have. They didn't want. And Cedar saying we don't want a return on this. So the Manti offense will come back out at about the. Where are they going to mark this?
27, 28 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everett Kelling, 2 touchdowns today. He's got 19 now on the year. That ties Talatapapa in 3A to lead all of 3A in rushing touchdowns.
How fitting. Let's see who comes out.
Yeah.
Very well will likely be decided in the second half. Who comes out on top of that?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Well, they're not listening to you, Greg. I don't think they're going to kneel this out. 2 to either side for Carter. They give to Tala. Tala heads up field, holds on to that football, and gets spun around after a gain of 6 with 12 seconds left. And, yeah, that's probably going to take us into the half. No sign of any kind of timeout. And sure enough, that will take us to the break. Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next. It's Manti 21, Cedar 14. Championship football continues on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com. This time Manti won that state championship back in 2012. They were the KSL Game of the Week back when that was kind of a thing against South Summit. Both were undefeated and then 2A play. And now we get set for the second half. Templars will kick, Cedar to receive. 21-14 our score. A phenomenal first half if you like a lot of offense. A couple of lively turnover plays, a couple of big plays, a couple long sustained drives. That really did have just about everything in the first half.
Yeah.
As Steinfeld will approach, sends this thing high, and an opportunity for a return from the Reds at about the 4-yard line. Cut back upfield to the 10. A lot of room now as he heads to the outside. 30, 35, 40. Second level, stays on his feet, 50, tripped up and into Templar territory at the 40-yard line. Slade Parsons. We talked about how Ty Pringle wanted another crack at this game where he didn't really get a play in it. How about Slade Parsons on the return?
Yeah, Slade's a big play guy. Yeah, I mentioned in the first half, 25-yard catch average, over 800 yards receiving. He's on only about 36 catches this year. So you can see the speed out of that kid right there as he brings that one all the way back into Manti territory at the 39.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Reds. Ball at the 39-yard line. Two receivers far right, single tight end to the far right, single receiver near side for Kelling. Everett brings that tight end from right to left. Takes the snap, play action on first down. Kelling's going to roll to his right. Throws it far side and just nowhere there. Great coverage from Stone Mortensen. His numerical opposite, Braden Crane. Those guys fighting for position. Brings up second down.
Good job by Spencer Robbins to recognize that you had somebody that had the DN Mackleton going out with the tight end that came from the other side, and Spencer Robbins goes and gets in the face of Kelling, made him kind of hurry that throw a little bit.
And that's been a thing that Manti's done. Kelling has guys have been open, or at least in areas, and Kelling has been rushed to make throws. Sends out of the backfield the tailback, and they're going to blow this dead. We're going to get a false start on the Reds.
Trying to remember, there wasn't a lot of penalties. You had a face mask against Manti. You had
a late hit,
roughing the passer,
and a block.
I'm trying to see if that's the first penalty against.
It is. Let's see. It is. Yeah, Manti had 3 for 104 yards. No, that.
Yeah. So 3 penalties against Manti in the first half.
0 for.
None against.
Wow. Okay. Second down and 15. 11:39 to go. Trips far side for Kelling. Single back, single tight end near side for Everett. Brings that man in motion, and Crowley. Kelling takes the snap. Pocket holds. Kelling throws short, and that's behind the intended receiver as he tried to get that to Brent Martin, the tight end. Third down and long now.
I'm not 100% sure which one that was to. You had the two crossing route there, kind of that mesh route out of the backfield. Two guys crossing across the middle, and I don't know which one that was really to.
And it was really low. It came out of his hand. I don't know if he ever had a full good grip of the football there. So now third down and 15 would be huge for Manti's defense to get off the field after the big return. And especially where this is the start of the second half. Still with a 7-point Manti lead. Big third down here. Trips far right. Single near side for Kelling. Single back, sends that back. DeMille in motion. Kelling, quarterback power, going to run it to the outside. Templars come up, and that's going to be an easy face mask call on Ty Pringle. We had a clear view of that. He's arguing it. That's not going to matter, and that's going to give the Reds a first down, even though it was right at the line of scrimmage. They needed 15, and that's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, and Ty, really no reason he needed to go that high. He's such a good tackler, and he just kind of went high there and got around his neck, and it's going to give that exact 15 yards for a first down. Penalties have hurt the Templars. 3 big penalties that have really hurt Manti in this game so far.
That'll be the 4th penalty on the Templars here in the first half as that moves the Reds into even better scoring position. That was setting you up for another punt, and costly as the Reds move the sticks, have the first down. 2 receivers near side, single receiver far right, single back for Kelling. He's got the tight end near side as well. Kelling brings that tight end from left to right. Takes the snap. It's going to be a reverse pitch to the outside to Parsons. Parsons has some space and a good block. Parsons right side. What a play by Isaiah Wright to shed the tackle.
Wow.
It's going to go for 7 yards, but my goodness, Wright was being blocked over on that far side. He was the only one there, Greg, and then makes the open field tackle.
Yeah, watch Isaiah Wright there. Just set up, a blocker, and he just gets off of it and gets to the outside and makes a great open field tackle. That's a touchdown saving tackle right there. That's a Cedar Red coach saying we want Parsons in space, and Isaiah Wright making a great tackle.
Second down and 4 after the gain of 6 from Parsons. Kelling takes the snap. It's a give. Keeper, Kelling, left side, lot of room. First down and then some, down inside the 10, and he's brought down around the 6. Carter Mason was the one who had to bring him down.
Yeah, just get the offense direction going one way. The defense has to slide that way. The fake handoff, and just nobody's out there. You got no outside contain out there. I think that Manti defensive end just scraped down a little bit too hard that time.
So it'll be first and goal from the 6 for the Reds. 2 far right, single near side for Everett Kelling. Kelling takes the snap. It's Give up the gut. Manti snuffs it out well. Everett Nelson brings down Braxton DeMille. Just a gain of a yard. Will bring up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, and that time Nelson Everett did the same thing he did last time. He scrapes down that line. If he does that, though, and I've given him a lot of credit for that, if that's the play design, somebody's got to be the outside, because Everett Kelling's going to just pull that out and take it around the outside if the DN crashes that hard. So somebody else has to have that position on the outside, one of those outside linebackers.
2 receivers far right, single to the left for Everett Kelling. Takes the snap. Quarterback power. Does he have a hat trick in him? Pushing, spins out of it, and then Talapapa finishes it off. A gain of a couple that will put them down, in between the 2 and the 1?
You had a receiver blocking one of the Manti defensive backs clear out of the back of the end zone that time. They're blocking hard down the line.
3rd down and goal. Mark it at the 2 for Kelling and the Reds. 9:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cedar's taken 3 minutes off the clock already, and they had good field position to begin with in Templar territory. Knocking on the door to tie the game up. 8 on the play clock. Kelling sends DeMille to his left hip, now to his right hip. 3 on the play clock, down to 2, and Cedar's got to take a timeout here. The Reds will take the timeout. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. 21-14, Templars lead. Cedar knocking on the door. 3rd down and goal. Reds use an early timeout here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And I imagine 4-down territory. You're in a state championship game. It's the second half. I don't think you're taking points here. You're taking 3 at least. Man comes in motion for Kelling. Takes the snap. Option pitch. Wide open. Taking it in. Braxton DeMille. Makes it a 21-20 game with the PAT pending here for the Reds and a chance to tie it on the extra point.
Yeah, that time you just bring your receiver in motion from right to left, and nobody adjusts out to the outside. You could see it was man defense. Ty Pringle ran with him all the way across the field, and then there's just no outside backer. There's nobody out there to take that pitch, man.
1st down and goal. Extra points coming here for Cody Stevenson. Stevenson's been pretty darn good on PATs, as we've hinted throughout the broadcast. And this one, Ty Pringle nearly gets there, but it is good. So with 8:47 remaining in quarter number 3, it's Manti 21, Cedar 21 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back on in. Tied at 21, 8:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Reds. How many plays was that drive, Greg? Because it started deep in Manti territory, not deep, but in Manti territory.
Yeah, 8. Well, there's a couple of penalties there, so I think a 7-play drive that time. Yeah, from the 39-yard line. And that face mask penalty. There's been 2 penalties, a roughing the passer and a face mask, that have just really hurt the Templars so far.
And this ball's muffed. It's on the ground. And the Templars fortunate to recover it. Stetson Thompson, that's the same kickoff they did, Greg, to go right before halftime. They don't want to send it deep to Isaiah Wright or Ty Pringle.
Yeah, they see something on that Manti return team. And a Manti guy, they gotta know you don't need to recover that. If you're going after that, just punch it out of bounds, and it's your ball if it's kicked off like that. So
Templars have 1st down and 10, ball at the 24-yard line. 2 receivers far to the left. Pringle comes in motion with a single. Now joins Stone Mortensen near side. Carter Mason takes the snap, Give to Tala. Tala up the gut and is stuffed up the gut, maybe a yard or two. Rake Marsh, one of the guys in there for the Cedar Reds, along with Peyton Ludlow, brings up second down.
Manti hasn't had to punt this game. They've had turnovers, they've had touchdowns, they haven't had to punt. So we'll see if Cedar's able to get really stout here. Don't give up that big play like they did in the first half and force Manti to punt.
And you had an end of half too. I mean, you're 100% on.
That's right.
Play action here for Carter. Throws that tunnel screen. It's complete to Isaiah Wright, who falls forward just a couple of yards on that one. They gave 2 yards to Tala on the run. I believe that's going to be another 2 to Isaiah Wright. 3rd down and 6 for the Manti offense. Templars have not trailed in this game. Certainly don't want to give the ball back to Cedar momentum-wise here. Carter Mason back to pass. Throws far side, complete. 1st down and then some. Staying in bounds. Isaiah Wright needed 6. He's given 10 to 15. Give him about 10, 12 yards on that catch and run.
Yeah, Isaiah delivering a little bit of punishment there from his receiver position. You think he's just going to step out of bounds? No, he's going to run somebody over. 11 yards on that one.
1st down and 10. The give to Tala. Up the gut, spins, falls forward. Tala's going to get 3 on 1st down and 10 to bring up 2nd and 7.
They've really tried to establish the run with Tala. Really just had that one big breakout run that he had that ended up fumbling on it. But we'll see if they go back to him. He's a powerful runner, even in the second half especially.
Manti gets Cedar to jump off the hard count. So 2nd down and 7 is going to become 2nd and 2. Maybe even a 2nd and 1. Where this is looking.
Out to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they just need a yard. So give 4 to Tala on that first run. 2nd down and a yard following the offside penalty.
Manti, like a lot of offensive firepower type teams, they love big plays on 2nd and short. We'll see if Cameron Chumboy opens the playbook or if they just want to move the sticks.
Mason back to pass. Throws that tunnel screen. Stone makes one guy miss, comes back near side, makes a second miss. He's got the 1st down and then some. Boy, that way that tunnel kept funneling. Stone just kept following it, and he gets the 1st down, making a few guys miss.
You think Stone Mortensen is bottled up. So many times this year, I think he's bottled up, and he just breaks some ankles and gets more yards.
Templars go no huddle here. 1st down and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. Option read, Carter keeps it. Mason decides to tuck and run, and Carter's going to get 3, maybe 4 on 1st down. He loses his helmet. Does Carter Mason.
So Carter will have to come out for one play.
He has not come out for very many plays this year, at least in varsity time. You've got the backup Kingston Wright over there receiving some instruction on the sideline.
Isaiah Wright's played a lot of JV football as well at the quarterback position. Not a lot, but some. Kingston, his little brother, has been the majority of the reps JV. So I would be shocked if this is not a handoff to Tala Talapapa.
Right. He's going to go give to Tala. Left side run, bottled up, maybe a half a yard for Tala. That'll bring up 3rd down, and Carter Mason back in the game at quarterback.
Yeah. Man, you really could have thrown a team off if you have Kingston step back there and throw a ball. Throw it down the sideline, but no, I figured you give that ball to your powerhouse running back and see what he can do. But good defense by Cedar. Those defensive ends for Cedar are doing a great job to keep Tala Talapapa inside of him. You see so many times Tala will go off guard, off tackle, and then bounce it outside and get a ton of yards on the sideline. Hasn't been able to do that today.
2 receivers near side, single left with a split back here for Carter Mason. The give to Tala. Tala falls forward. It's a gain of a yard or 2 on the play. I'm guessing Manti had 2 calls played there, or at least planned to go for it on 4th down.
Rake Marsh coming down? I'm trying to get that number there. 17 coming down?
Yeah,
Rake Marsh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking like Nelson Everett.
Yeah, yep.
Big 4th down here, Greg. 4th and 4. Templars need to get to the 33-yard line. Carter Mason takes the snap. It's a roll to his right. Carter has Ty, throws it. It's a little short. Ty comes back. Does he make the catch? The official says no. It's incomplete, and we're going to get a flag here.
Ty would have walked in. Yeah, we'll check this flag. Ty would have walked into the end zone there if Carter Mason sees him just a half second earlier. This replay is going to be a little bit too tight. We're not going to see it, but yeah, right there. Look at that. Ty wide open. No safety over the top. Carter just doesn't recognize it soon enough.
Yeah, that ball clearly hits the ground on the replay. I should have jinxed Barrett there and told him to buy me a dew after, because we said that at the exact same time. It's 4th down. You got an injured Cedar Red and a sideline warning against Cedar. So the warning is what it is. It's a warning. That happens again, you're going to get a penalty marker, but it's going to be Cedar football. We'll take a break with the injured Red. Hope he's okay and can get back up. We'll take a timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
When you think of DL Dirtworks, don't just think dirt. Think precision excavation, expert site preparation, efficient land clearing, and top-notch customer service. Think residential projects, commercial ventures, and seamless execution. This season, let DL Dirtworks lay the groundwork for your next big project. Visit dldirtworks-ut.com today and discover why they're Central Utah's premier choice for quality excavation. DL Dirtworks, serving Ephraim and beyond. They're more than just dirt.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Tied at 21. Templars turned over on downs. Peyton Ludlow being assisted to the sideline. That's a big blow for the Cedar. He's had a whale of a championship game. Sees he gets some medical attention on the sideline. Kind of going limp in his arm. Don't want to speculate, of course, but Kelling on 1st down gets it out of the backfield. Screen pass complete to his tailback, and Tala Papa, the other tailback, makes the tackle on Braxton DeMille. Braxton gains 6 on 1st down.
Yeah, going back to that play, Ty Pringle, he broke out free, no safety over the top. Carter Mason just under a lot of pressure from that Cedar defense. And, you hope Ludlow, like you mentioned, he was on defense on that one. You hope his wrist is okay and he's able to come back in.
2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6 off the pass to Braxton DeMille. Kelling in shotgun, takes the snap, quarterback power left side. Kelling gets a good slew of blockers, and then Isaiah Wright drags him out of bounds, but not before Kelling gets the 1st down and into Templar territory. Cedar's starting to smell something, Greg, and it's really starting to gel on that offensive line at the right time.
That offense for Cedar is clicking right now. You see that pulling lineman out there blocking that 2nd level, and Kelling's able to get to the 3rd level untouched. Yeah, Cedar's found something out there.
1st down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. 2 receivers far right, single receiver near side for Everett Kelling with a single back. Kelling takes the snap, back to pass on 1st down. Holds well, complete near side, 1st down to the 35. Pitch and catch to the outside. That is Dylan Crowley who makes the snag and moves the sticks yet again for the Reds, now deeper into Manti territory.
Yeah, now they're getting those chunk yards that they weren't getting in the first half. 1-2 plays to get a 1st down. Manti's going to have to figure that out. Maybe get that pass rush in to try and affect Kelling like they did in the first half. Cedar's done a good job to go really quick in this second half. They're not waiting for things to develop down the field to let that pass rush get to them like he did in the first half.
Trips far right, single tight end near side here for Kelling. Kelling, quarterback power, right up the gut. Follows a lead blocker, gets some good yardage on 1st down before he's finished off by Tala Papa. It's a gain of 7, maybe 8 for Everett Kelling.
That wasn't happening in the first half right there either. That defensive line for the Templars was getting a push, and anytime they tried to go up the middle, Cedar would try to go up the middle. Manti was able to bottle it up, and it's open here in the second half, and it just chunks off yards and clock.
2nd down and 3 now for Kelling. Trips far right, single receiver near side. Kelling brings that tight end from left to right. Takes the snap. Quarterback power again for Kelling. Follows that lead block and gets the 1st down again. Everett Kelling moving the sticks with his legs. And the Cedar Reds find themselves inside the 25 at the 23-yard line.
If you watch this replay, you see number 35 right there, the tailback, go and pick up Nelson Everett, and that just springs Everett Kelling for enough. They leave an offensive lineman off of Nelson Everett, the defensive end, but the running back goes and picks that up, and it gives a lot more yards for Kelling up the middle.
Trips to the far side, single tight end on the far left side of the line for Kelling. 1st and 10, my apologies. Brent Martin, the tight end, goes from left to right. Kelling takes the snap. It's going to be a give right up the gut to DeMille. Spins out of the tackle, but Tala able to get a hand on the shoe. It's still a positive 6-yard gain again for Cedar, and that's, you said it, Greg, it was more of those 3-yard gains in the first half. It's been 6, 7, 8-yard gains, especially on 1st down here in the second half.
Yep, totally figured it out, has Cedar. Manti's going to have to do something to flip that script. This quarter's running quick because Cedar's just taken so much time off the clock with every one of these drives.
And they did that a week ago against Juab.
Right, yep.
It was a 9-ish minute drive. I don't think we're going to see Peyton Ludlow back, and he's now in a sling down on the sideline. Hate to see that for the senior. The give up the gut. DeMille follows another lead block, has the first down. It'll be first and goal at the 9-yard line for the Reds. Knocking on the door, have taken their first lead of the game.
Yeah, not have to get cute. You don't have to get cute. It's similar to that Richfield game earlier this year against Manti, where Richfield just figured something out running the ball, and they were able to do it the whole second half.
First and goal, ball at the 9-yard line. We'll go trips far side, single back near side here to Everett Kelling. Kelling brings that tight end from right to left. Everett takes the snap. Option, keeps it himself up the gut, dragging a defender with him, stays on his feet and goes down about the 4-yard line. Second and goal for the Reds.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first half, how he reminds people of Bear Bachmeier for BYU. And that's the second time he's drugged guys when he's ran the ball from his quarterback position.
Trips to the far right. Single tight end on the right side here for Kelling. Minute 20 to go. This has been a very, very quick-moving quarter. Cedar's kept it on the ground, and they've had the ball for so long here in this third quarter. Now looking to get their first lead of the game. Kelling brings that tight end right to left. Takes the snap. Quarterback power again, right up the gut. Everett Kelling stays on his feet, and he has got a hat trick as he's in to the end zone for the third time this late morning. Everett Kelling makes it 27-21 with the PAPT pending. The Reds, who trailed 14-0 and then 21-0 or 21-7, have now scored 21 unanswered. This is what they've done all year, Greg. They don't panic. They don't fold. They don't get in any kind of a hurry.
Yeah.
And they've found themselves back now in the lead here with 58 seconds to go before the end of the third.
Yep, that's exactly right. And, it was 21-7. Manti's driving down the other side. They caused that fumble. Go down. They're able to get down one score, get the ball back.
Extra point.
Tie it up, and now go up 7.
Extra point good from Cody Stevenson. 21-28, Cedar leads Manti. We'll be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Live, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
28-21, Cedar with a 7-point lead. Now their first of the game. Manti led 21-7, 3 unanswered touchdowns from the Reds dating back to the first half. Now Manti with a chance to try and make something happen here. They will go deep. Isaiah Wright fields it at the 12-yard line. Scatters up to the 20, sideline around the 25. We'll see if they mark him out near that sideline for Isaiah. Templars will have first down at 10.
Yeah, a lot of momentum on the Cedar side right now. If you're Manti, don't panic. No reason to panic. You're down one score. You can tie it up with one play here. You've seen Manti score in one play in this game and for the last 3 seasons. If you're the Templars, no panic in you. Go down and put together a drive here going into this fourth quarter. Try and get back into the end zone and tie this one up.
2 receivers to either side for Mason. They go pitch play. Up the gut. Ty Pringle, good run on first down. I don't know if you call that a pass where he pitches it forward there, but it's a gain of 7, maybe 8. Mark at 7 for Ty Pringle. Will bring up second down and 3.
I mentioned getting Slade Parsons into space for Cedar. If you're Manti, get that ball to Ty Pringle. He's had a game, over 200 all-purpose yards here.
Second down and short. Carter back to pass. Pocket holds well. Mason goes over the middle. What a snag. Isaiah Wright makes the catch. Comes near side to the 40-yard line. And the Templars will have a first down. Forward progress. They're going to mark him at the 41 for Isaiah. Had to reach out.
Yeah, that was a great grab. And there was a few Cedar Reds right around him. If he wouldn't have pulled that in, that might have been a pick.
Oof. Good snag from Isaiah. 2 to either side here for Carter Mason. Carter takes the snap. Rolls, throws middle. Stone Mortensen makes the grab. First down and then some for Stone. Stays on his feet. Still going. Spins out of a tackle. Somehow still on his feet. And down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line goes Stone.
Takes half the team to get Stone to the ground, doesn't it? And then Stone coming up a little bit slow there. Let's see if he's able to work that out. I think he might have hurt his knee there. That clock's going to start and end this quarter.
Final quarter of play coming your way here in the 3A state championship. It's number 1 Cedar 28, number 3 Manti 21. We'll take a break and be back. Fourth quarter action next. It's championship football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Looking for the perfect color for your next paint project? Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim has your solution. With their state-of-the-art color matching equipment and over 350,000 colors, anything is possible. Bring Hermanson's any size sample or your favorite Pinterest pin and they can scan or match across all brands of paint. They've successfully matched paint colors from pillows, stucco, rock, paint cans, signs, plants, and more. Their high-quality finishes from Pratt & Lambert and Best Look will give you the professional results you're looking for. Don't put off those paint projects any longer. Drop by Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim. It's how going to a hardware store should be.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Carter Mason gives up the gut. Tala Papa falls forward on first down and 10 for the Templars, as that's a gain of 3, maybe 4 for Tala. Start this fourth quarter off.
Both of these teams, I don't have a 61 on my roster. He made a good play coming from that defensive end position, scraping down just like I was giving credit to Manti in the first half.
Skylar Ovison is the name there. Second down for Mason. Carter pumps, throws, coming back to it just short for Ty Pringle. There was no one there, really, and Carter throws the incompletion. Third down and 7 coming up here.
It was almost kind of almost like a back shoulder, but back to the inside. I think he thought Ty would be able to come back to that one if he just put it where only Ty could go get it. Just a little short for him, though.
Third and 7 for Manti. Carter comes back to the huddle here. 28-21, Cedar leads on our CO Building System scoreboard. Templars looking to get in the Go Insurance end zone for the 4th time today. Try and tie this thing up. 2 receivers far right, single near side for Mason. Carter, option, give Tala. Tala, big hole, gets inside the 15, stays on his feet. Down to the 14-yard line. It's a Templar first down. Douglas Dentistry first down for Tala Papa.
Great run by Tala, good blocking. Excellent open field tackle by Gavin DeMille to save 6 for Cedar.
Templars go no huddle here. Snap Carter, give Tala up the gut. Only going to get 2 out of that one. Does Tala, will bring up second down for the Templar offense. Second down and 8. Templars going to go with 2 receivers to either side with Tala Papa in the backfield with Carter Mason. 10:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. Carter takes the snap, back to pass on second down, pumps with it, dancing with it. Carter still dancing, going to roll out now to his right. Does Carter turn and become a runner? He does. No, he throws it back across. There's a man open, and it is incomplete. Isaiah Wright was there. A flag comes flying in here, though, late.
Was that like a celebration penalty? That was a great play by Gavin DeMille to go break that up.
What else is he supposed to do?
Yeah, I don't know if there was something afterwards. And that was kind of a Johnny Harleen type play. I was expecting. I
was having flashbacks.
I was expecting my Greg Wrubell. They're going to wave off. Yeah, they're going to wave off that flag, which is right. I don't know what they were even looking at here, but yeah, you have Carter Mason come to the left, take his time, then roll back to the right, and he had an open for a second, throws it back, and a great defensive play there.
Wow,
by Gavin DeMille to break that one up.
That's the play of the game so far. It was Isaiah Wright.
Okay.
So fourth down, or is this third down? This is third down. My apologies. Third down and 8 for the Templar offense. Two receivers far right, split back set, single receiver near side for Carter Mason on third down. Quarterback keep for Carter. Carter keeps it on his feet inside the 5. Cardiac Carter in 4-6, and the Templars are a PAT away from tying it up.
Carter Mason, 12 yards. Great blocking on that left side. Watch this. And then you got two lead blockers with Isaac Crowther and Talatala Papa. Gets to the second level. Nobody, no safety deep there, being that tight to the end zone, and Carter Mason gets a touchdown with his legs.
Extra point here from Steinfeld to tie it at 28. What a run from Carter Mason. What a play call for the Templars on 3rd and 8. Extra point is no good from Tyler Steinfeld. It is no good. So with 10:34 to go, Cedar will hold a 1-point lead, 28-27. 10:34 to go. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate.
Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob?
Worse. Without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Templars miss the extra point. That looms large in a state championship game. 10:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cedar will get the ball back, and they'll still have a lead. 28-27.
Is he onside? I know it's crazy. It's crazy. And not because of time, not because of needing to get the ball back. You haven't stopped them. You haven't stopped them the last 3 times they've had the ball. Did you try it?
Gutsy Greg.
The way
Steinfeld
Cedar's
approaches.
lined up, I don't think you even try it.
No.
Yeah,
and
just
Tyler's
that
just
thing into the end zone.
Sure enough, Tyler will do so, and that will bring Cedar out to the 20-yard line where they'll have 1st and 10. The Reds have been perfect offensively in the second half. 2 drives and 2 touchdowns, and they've eaten a lot of clock up while doing it as well.
Yeah, both drives, that 7, 8, 9, 8 play drive. Yeah, they've done a great job just running the ball. They're not getting really cute. I mean, on that last drive, you had 2 pass completions. On the previous drive, I'm looking here, you had 1 incompletion. And I don't know, you had a couple of penalties, but I don't think they even threw the ball other than that.
1st and 10 for Everett Kelling. Back to pass. Pocket holds. Kelling goes over the middle. It's in and out and then dropped. Oh, my goodness. Carter Mason had a beat on the ball. And then the ball hung in the air. And Isaiah Wright had a beat on the ball, and it falls incomplete.
That's something the Manti needed right there. Boy, you don't see those 2 guys not catch that. Look at that. I just don't think Carter thought it was even coming.
2nd down and 10.
Wow.
Nearly picked twice on 1 play. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver near side here for Kelling. Everett brings Crowley in motion. Quarterback power right side. Good blocking here for Kelling, and he sheds a tackle. Stays on his feet, pushed out of bounds by Kellen Lund as Everett Kelling gets a 1st down and then some out to the 35-yard line. He'll have 1st and 10.
Yeah, watch this replay. They send the receiver out to the left, and then you pull 2 offensive linemen out to the outside, and there's no defenders out there. I mean, you did have 1 defender. You just can't make the tackle, and Kelling's able to get a 1st down.
Ball at the 36 officially for the Reds. 10:23 to go here in the 4th. 28-27 our score. Reds in possession with a 1-point lead. Kelling takes the snap. It's going to be a give up the gut, and Templars defend that a little bit better from Braxton DeMille, but it's still a gain of 5. You're thinking, they made the hit early, but not until DeMille was 5 yards downfield, 2nd down. 5 to go here for the Reds. Cedar offensive line, Greg, figured something out. Getting good pushes, creating good holes for both Kelling and DeMille. I don't know that I've seen a snap with either of them not in the backfield.
Yeah, I can't remember that. If
DeMille leaves the backfield, it's because he goes in motion.
Yeah,
but
right.
Those 2 have played, I think, every single snap offensively.
Yeah, they're workhorses, those guys.
2nd and 5. Kelling keeps it right side. Breaks a tackle. 2nd level. Kelling 45, 40, 35. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Everett Kelling using his wheels and moving the sticks for the Reds.
And you had your safety come up if you're the Templars this time. If you watch, number 5 comes up, Stone Mortensen. He comes up as a safety, but he's got to make that tackle, because if he doesn't, there's no safety back there. And he gets that third level, and it takes a linebacker to chase him down from behind. Papa.
Templars will go trips near side. Single tight end, or excuse me, Reds rather, go trips near side. Single tight end to the right side as well for Everett Kelling. They like to leave those empty spaces on those sides. 1st and 10 for Kelling. Takes the snap. Handoff to Mill, left side. DeMille falls forward. It's a gain of 4 on 1st and 10. So the Reds will have it inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Clock is now at 8:53 remaining in the game. Reds have just had Manti's number running the football here in the second half. 2 receivers near side for Kelling, and they're content to use some time here, Greg.
They are the whole time, If you're running the ball like this, why not? Don't give the ball back to that high-powered offense. Just keep running 4, 5, 6 yards, and then break off one for 10 or 15.
2nd down and 7 after the gain of 3. Kelling brings a man in motion. Kelling, give, pass, out, caught, good catch, stays on his feet inside the 10. Stone, he stays in bounds. He never went out of bounds. It's a touchdown.
Wow,
Dylan Crowley.
Crowley, what a play down the sideline. All those Manti players thinks he went out of bounds. I thought he did too, but they're saying he stayed in bounds. What a great play by Crowley to go down the sideline here. Breaks, tackles. Manti's just not able to tackle in this second half.
We'll have the shot here.
Nope, he's in bounds. You can see that green between his white.
Is that Cole catching that shot, Barrett? Shout out to Cole Wissinger. Boy, what an angle. As he stays in bounds. Extra point here for the Reds to make it an 8-point game. And now, is Cedar going to use a timeout?
I think Cedar might think about going for 2. You're up 7 right now. If you go for 2, make it a 2-score game.
They're going to think about it. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Covey Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. An impressive catch and run. You called it, Greg. Cedar's going to go for 2 here. Massive 2-point try here.
It's huge. With the way they've been controlling the ball, controlling the clock, huge.
Kelling brings that tight end from right to left to make it a 9-point game versus a 7 or 8-point game. Kelling, design roll to his right, going to throw, has the receiver there, makes the catch, does not get there. The Templars get the stop on the 2-point conversion. Stone Mortensen making the stop.
Yeah, let's watch this replay here. I thought for sure they were going to run it. And you have, there's a good camera work there by Cole Wissinger down there. And Stone Mortensen makes a good play. Numerical opposites there, pulls him out of bounds, keeps it a 7-point game.
Massive, to say the least, on that 2-point conversion try.
Huge.
So Manti now gets the ball back, 8:13 to go. That was one of Cedar's quicker drives that they've had, that we talked about. And they were using a lot of clock. They were using clock, but those were as many chunk plays, I think, as I've seen Cedar have.
Yeah, 6-play drive there. Capped off with a Dylan Crowley 29-yard. Are we saying that's a catch or a run? Was that backwards? I think that was forward.
I would say forward.
We've had so many of those that were so close.
Both these offenses like to do that, yeah. So 8:13 to go. Manti's going to get the football back here. As Cedar
just need the tee.
And the kicker. They were looking for it for a minute.
They don't even have the kicker?
The kicker wasn't even out. He was looking for the tee. So Templars will have the 2 deep again. This will be Cedar's kind of gone back and forth, Greg, with how they've decided to handle these kickoffs. They've kicked towards the sideline, and they've just kicked deep. See what they elect to do here.
Ty Pringle wants this ball.
The approach, it's going to go right towards him. Ty fields it at the 7-yard line. Pringle gets a running start, gets up to the 15, cuts back 20, tries to get to that sideline, and he's just tripped up back at the 14-yard line. Well, Cedar's coverage has been spectacular downfield today.
Yeah, it has. I don't even know why Cedar wanted to do those short little kicks like that. They've done so well at keeping the Templars inside the 20-yard line on a kickoff.
8:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3A state championship game. Cedar with a 34-27 lead. Manti missed the extra point on their last touchdown. Cedar elected to go for 2 and then did not get it. So that's where we're at. 5 touchdowns for the Reds, 4 for the Templars. Mason takes the snap on first down. Carter, pocket holding. Carter rolls out to his right, throws across his body. It's caught. Stone Mortensen makes one guy miss, stays on his feet, then gets brought down at about the 30-yard line. It is still good for a Douglas Dentistry first down, and the Templars will move the sticks.
Big hit there by Dax Wankier, leading tackler for the Reds. And you can see he's just built like a linebacker out there, Dax is.
Templars have first down, 2 to either side for Carter Mason. Carter takes the snap, throws it, complete. Stone makes a guy nearly miss and then gets brought down. It's still a good gain from Stone, though, gain of 6, maybe 7 on first down. Give him 6, will be second down and 4.
That line for Cedar, it doesn't look like they're even really pinning their ears back, going towards Carter Mason. They're trying to keep him bottled up, make him throw the ball, take his legs away.
Second and 4, play action. Carter gets rid of it quickly, caught Stone. Far side, first down for Mortensen. Moves the sticks again. Templars get out to the 42. Another Douglas Dentistry first down with 7:16 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Carter and Stone, 3 straight completions between the two of them here. Moving the sticks, you got 28 yards down the field to the 42. Manti going quick.
2 to either side for Mason. Talapapa is the back. Carter takes the snap. It's going to be a keeper for Mason. Carter turns that corner, heads back upfield, sheds a tackle, lost the football for a moment. It's still on the ground, and I believe the Reds are going to have it, and they do.
Just haven't seen this all year out of Manti. Just haven't seen these fumbles. 3 fumbles now that Cedar's been able to get on top of today. Turnovers have killed the Templars. Turnovers, a couple of penalties, but turnovers have really hurt the Templars today.
Cedar's going to have it at the Manti 48-yard line.
And it's interesting because all of these fumbles have been out in space. You know what I mean? Like
not
Manti,
a pile or anything like that.
Yeah, Manti making some yardage. And then 3 times Cedar's done a great job. And you got to give credit to Cedar. It's not just talking negatively about Manti. Cedar's done a good job to get their hands in there and knock the ball away.
First down and 10 for the Reds now. Kelling brings that tight end from left to right. Trips to the far side for Kelling. Takes a low snap. It's going to be a quarterback run for Kelling up the gut. Has all kinds of space. Kelling stays on his feet. Cuts backside. 35, 20, 15, 10. Kelling being drugged down, and he's going to go down inside the 5. The Reds smell blood, and they have a chance for the kill shot here.
Yeah, they've just wore down the Templars here in this second half. They have figured it out. No need to throw the ball. We're just gonna run it down your throat, and it's worked.
2 receivers near side. They're again content to take as much time as possible off of this. We're approaching the midway point of here quarter number 4. 2 receivers near side. Single receiver to the left for Kelling. Play clock down to 16, and they're just standing. Really going to milk this.
Yeah, that's smart.
Down to 8 with 6. Kelling takes the snap, quarterback power, up the gut, and Kelling's got his 4th score of the late morning, early afternoon. Everett Kelling is going to make it 40-27 with the PAT pending. A 2-play drive for the Reds.
21 touchdowns now for the quarterback, Everett Kelling, on the ground this season to lead the state in 3A. Yeah, great job by that offensive line for the Reds, trying to get some of those numbers out there. Big number 72, Gavin Mackert. 58, Jax Olmstead, the center.
Extra point coming here for the Reds. Snap is low, holds good, kick on the way, and it is through. So with 6:09 remaining, it's Cedar 41, Manti 27. We'll bring you the rest of the fourth quarter next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
So the extra point now is good. There was an offside that we didn't see when we went to break. So that's going to make Cedar 41, Manti 27, 6:09 to go, Greg. The good news if you're a Manti fan, this offense.
Big plays happen, yeah.
This is by no means, I said a kill shot earlier. I'm going to rescind that because it's still a two-score game.
Maybe if there was 3:09 left, up 2 scores, that would be kind of a kill shot. But this is, I mean, it's a wounding shot.
Sure.
It's a deeply wounding shot. Yeah, the Templars got to get something going here in the second half. They just have that one touchdown in the second half. And that was a relatively long drive, really, for the Templars. Went, a 9-play drive to get that touchdown earlier. Manti's going to have to go a little bit quicker. They do have the 3 timeouts, but can their defense get a stop?
Sure.
That's what's got to happen.
Well, looking back, Cedar had 7 points with under a minute to go in the first half, and then put on a touchdown late. As the approach comes, and this kick, chance for a return again for Ty. Ty fields it at the 10-yard line, steps up to the 20, cuts upfield 30, or to the 27-yard line. So better return there from Ty Pringle. Templars still have a ways to go.
Get tackled out there in open space by Brayson Williams. It's tough to bring down Ty Pringle in space, and he did a good job there.
First down and 10 now for the Templar offense. Cedar's down to 1 timeout. Manti's got all 3 of theirs. Down 2 scores, though. Largest lead for either side is at 14. Manti led by 14 in the first half. Cedar with a 14-point lead here in quarter number 4. 2 to either side for Mason. Carter takes the snap, back to pass, pocket holding, goes low to Ty. Ty makes the catch, heads to the outside. Ty cuts back up field and is going to be just shy of the first down. It's a gain of 8, maybe 9 yards for Ty Pringle.
Junior Togiai Bloomfield with a big tackle out there. Good open field tackle again on Ty Pringle there.
Haven't called his name a ton tonight, which is surprising.
He's one of the leading tacklers.
He's a very good linebacker.
Yeah.
Templars go trips near side. Single receiver far right for Mason. 5:38 to go here in the fourth. Carter takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, gets rid of it in the backfield. Talapapa makes one man miss, gets second level, and a first down for the Templars out past the 45 to the 47, where they'll have first and 10.
Tala doesn't get tired.
No.
Tala doesn't get tired. Look at how hard he's running there, running guys over.
Templars go 2 to either side here for Carter Mason. Carter takes the snap. Pocket holds. Mason throws a dart. It's caught. Guess who? Stone Mortensen. First down. Gain of 12 on first and 10. Manti now into Cedar territory at the 43-yard line. Templars have taken not even a minute to get over.
They know how to run an offense, don't they?
2 to either side for Mason. Carter takes the snap. It's an option read for Carter. Carter heads right side with it, tries to head for that sideline, and scampers out of bounds after a gain of 4.
Good read there by Carter Mason. If he would have given that to Talapapa, there would have been 2 Cedar Reds converging on him. Good job by Carter. Get out of bounds as well. Stop that clock with 5:03.
Really give him 3 on that. So second down and 7 now for Manti. With 5:03 to go here in the ball game. Mason comes back out to the huddle. Play clock at 24. Templars go 2 to either side. Talapapa, the tailback. Crowther moves from right to left. Mason takes the snap. Carter gets rid of it. Tunnel screen to Stone. Stone sheds 1 tackle, sheds a second, stays on his feet, heads for the sideline. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. So hard to bring down Stone Mortensen, and we got a Cedar Red that is down in the backfield here. Not getting up. That'll stop the clock at 4:46. It's an injury timeout. We'll take it. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back on in. 41-27. Cedar leads it over Manti, the red defensive lineman. Getting up 21 maybe, or is that 11? I think it's 11. The way he's holding his wrist over his number, I think it's Trent Twitchell, the linebacker. A senior coming. They already lost Peyton Ludlow, who's in a sling here on the sideline, and Ludlow's had a whale of a game before he went out. 3rd and short here for Manti. Mason and gun, split back set, 2 receivers to either side for Carter. Carter Mason takes the snap. It's a give. Tala drug, falls forward. I don't think they're going to give it to him based on where the official's standing. It's going to be 4th and a half yard to go.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Cedar, coming down the line again. Want to get that number. Oh, that was right up the middle, actually. Is that Dax Wanker?
I believe so.
Came out on blitz right up the middle.
4th down and a yard. Carter goes no huddle. The give. Tala right side, falls forward, has the first down, and the Templars will keep the season and the chains alive as Manti gets it inside the 33 to the 32. Tala Papa
got somebody down again. I think you got a Templar down this time.
So Manti with a player down. We're going to take a timeout and be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I'm J.L. Larson.
And I'm Sarah Larson.
And we're the owners and operators of Freedom Ford in Gunnison, Utah. We've been in business now for 38 years. Of those 38 years, we've done business with Utah Heritage Credit Union for over 20 of them. Even our kids have savings accounts there.
Utah Heritage is a great staple to Sanpete County. Homegrown credit union here that has helped, I believe, thousands of families throughout the valleys.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Russell Squire off to the sideline. Templars have a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Russell's been a good player for the Templars, going both ways, offensive, defensive, for the last couple of years.
Crowther comes in motion. Play action for Carter Mason, pumps with it. Carter rolls to his right, going to throw it deep in the end zone. This is a jump ball, and it is hauled in! Stone Mortensen does it again!
Wow, they had triple coverage on Stone Mortensen this time, and Stone was just the one that went up the highest. You watch this, as this replay rolls, the safety is over the top, bracketing Stone Mortensen. He just makes that cut back to the inside. You have another safety come over off of Ty Pringle to help out, and Stone's just the one who ends up with it in the end zone.
Stone's had a lot of highlights in his 3 years playing varsity football. The last couple weeks, though, he's put some stuff on film that is filthy.
That's a good way to put it.
High points the football. Templars stay out there going for 2 here, Greg. Analytics, that's the day and age we live in, the game of football. Templars will go for 2. Carter Mason trying to make it a 6-point game here. Carter back to pass. Throws wide open, and Isaac Crowther makes it. A 2-point conversion is good. Templars cut it to a 6-point game, 41-35. 3:55 to go here in the state title game. We'll bring it to you next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Templars make it interesting. Touchdown and 2-point conversion, 41-35. The Stepbrothers connecting for all 8 points there.
Stone with the touchdown catch. Isaac Crowther with the 2-point catch. Yeah, that's right.
See what Manti does here. Cedar's expecting an onside. Manti is just going to boot this Going to hope their defense can make the right adjustments and get the football back. 3:55 remaining. Manti's got 3 timeouts.
You got plenty of time if you're the Templars. You got plenty of time with those 3 timeouts. Can you stop that run? Can you stop Kelling taking it off that weak side? You got the strong side. They'll bring the tight end from one side to the other, and then plus they usually have trips, and then he'll just bounce it off that outside. Can you make a tackle on the strong runner Kelling here?
1st and 10 from the 20. Kind of a trips far side, but near the line of scrimmage with a single receiver out far. Kelling sends his quarter man in motion. He's going to take it himself. Everett Kelling gets a push. It's going to be a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards on the play for the Cedar Reds.
That's really tough to defend. It's tough to defend. Manti's going to call a timeout here, but it's tough to defend because Kelling, you send that guy in motion, and your line and your middle linebacker has to make the play because there's nobody else there.
Templars take their first timeout. We'll take it. We'll keep it for the next one. Take the timeout. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive and KSLSports.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
3:46 to go. Templars spend their first timeout of the second half. Brought to you by Manti Family Dental. 2nd and 7 after a gain of 3 from Everett Kelling.
Manti's got to be stout right here. You got to make Cedar think about throwing the ball on 3rd down. If Kelling gets 4, 5, 6 yards, makes it really tough.
Kelling brings that tight end over. Empty on the near side. Trips to the far left, far side. Play clock at 10 for Kelling.
Watch the pulling guards coming over to this right side.
It's going to be a run for Kelling. Has some space, stays on his feet, gets the first down as he's taken down by Isaac Crowther. Moves the sticks for the Reds.
Yeah, Manti, just the same thing we've seen this entire half. It's nothing fancy. Big Ten type of football from the 1970s. You're just following your blockers, and when you can get 10 or 15 yards, why do you need to throw it down the field?
1st and 10, Cedar. Ball at the 34-yard line. Manti elects not to use a timeout on that play. Clock's at 3:27. This will get milked down to about 3 minutes when they take the snap. 2 receivers trips to the far side. Along with that tight end, Kelling. With 3-2, takes the snap. It's a quarterback power up the gut again for Kelling, and he's going to get 3, maybe 4 yards on that play. We'll bring up 2nd down. Clock winds at 3:04.
Manti with those 2 timeouts, they're going to wait to call it after this play if they can get a stop. Cedar gets 1 more first down, and it's pretty much the game.
Yeah.
With Manti with 2 timeouts.
2nd down, 6 to go. 2:40 left here in the 4th quarter. Kelling with trips near side. Brings that tight end over to the left side. On 2nd down, Kelling just going to go quarterback power again. Follows that lead blocker, falls forward. A gain of 3. We'll bring up 3rd down. Manti takes the timeout. Let's keep it here, Greg.
Watch this block. If we watch this replay, Braxton DeMille, number 35, the tailback, comes out and picks up Mac Olson with a big block right there. And that doesn't allow Mac to go down that line of scrimmage. I know I've talked about going down those defensive ends, going down the line of scrimmage a lot. First half, Manti was able to do it. Nelson Everett, Mac Olson, they were able to right at the snap, just run down the line of scrimmage, not get blocked, and catch a runner, whether it's Kelling or DeMille, from behind. Second half, Cedar adjusted that. They've picked up that defensive end, and it's worked. It's worked so well. I'm interested to see these second half rushing figures for Cedar from Brad James here at the end of the game. But this is a big play for Manti. If Manti's able to get a stop, if Manti's able to get a stop and it's 4th and 2, do you go for it if you're Cedar?
Go for the win. Just go. Play to win.
Do you?
Play to win.
Baby, do you? That's interesting.
3rd down and 2. Cedar goes 2 near side, single receiver to the far left, single tight end far left as well for Kelling. Everett on 3rd and 2 brings his receiver in motion. Kelling, quarterback, keeper, up the gut, 1st down for the Cedar Reds with 2:15 to go. Coach Takiaho going to take the final timeout.
Yeah, nothing to even talk about now. That fourth down decision.
Fred elects not to take it yet.
Yeah. It's probably doesn't matter too much.
So Reds have 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line, under 2 to go. Manti just with the 1 timeout. That's been the story of the second half. Cedar has just ran it. And that offensive line deserves a lot more than just flowers after this game. Receiver comes in motion for Kelling on 1st down, takes the snap. It's going to be a run. Right side for Kelling, and he's going to go down a loss on the play for Kelling, as Coach Takiaho does take his final timeout there for Manti with 1:34 remaining in the game. We'll keep it here. Might need you to bust out that math, Greg.
Well, the best case scenario for Manti is you get the ball with about 5 seconds left, because you run this, you got 1:34 on the clock, you can take 40 off, so you're going to be down to 56 seconds or so, maybe a minute or so after this next play. Run one more play, you're going to have 15, 20 seconds at the most. Yeah. Makes it really tough here if you're the Templars. And Cedar, hand it to them. Figured out what they needed to do. They knew they could lean on that offensive line. If Cedar comes away with a win here, which it looks like they're going to, player of the game, it's hard not to give it to the quarterback that ran 4 touchdowns. Sure. He's got to have the guys up front blocking for him.
That offensive line, whatever adjustment they made at halftime with their staff.
66. I'm trying to get as many numbers as we can out here. Max Gines, 73 over there. Damian Bustos. Yep, they have played an excellent half. This second half.
2nd down and 10. 1:34 to go. Kelling brings that tight end from right to left. He's going to take it again himself. Everett Kelling off the right side. It's only a gain of a yard, but Manti cannot stop the clock for the remainder of this game. So we're now at 30. Let's see, going to get under a minute here.
Yeah, so you're going to be, and Cedar may even just elect to take that last time out, let it run down as much as they can.
Sure.
Probably after the next play, actually. I think you'll see one more Kelling run here. Don't even worry about a handoff. And then you'll just keep that clock running another 40 seconds. And you're going to be down to about 8 seconds left if Manti's able to hold them from getting a 1st down here.
Down to 7 with 6. Yeah, they're going to take the timeout here. So 49 seconds on the clock.
My math was pretty close.
It was pretty darn good. It usually is. So Cedar spends their final timeout. So the logistics here for Manti, as you said, Greg, not good, Bob. Is we're at going to be about a 9-second differential.
Yeah, and how much time is going to come off the clock with the play you run. So if you're a Manti fan, you're watching that clock operator saying you hit that 40 as soon as the play's blown dead. If you're a Cedar fan, you say, okay, take a couple extra seconds. Lucky for both teams. There's no home team running that team.
No. Neutral site up here at Zions Bank Stadium.
Yep.
Beautiful Saturday in November for some football. As 3rd down and 9 here coming up.
6 touchdowns today for the Cedar Reds. 5 of them responsible by Everett Kelling. 4 on the ground and the 1 toss outside to Dylan Crowley.
So 3rd down. Cedar can milk nearly the rest of this clock as long as the ball does not hit the turf. Kelling on 3rd down and 9. He's going to go with some trickery here outside. Parsons, Slade to the outside, one man to beat, and he's not going to be able to be brought down. A 1st down, and the Cedar Reds can take an exact knee. It's at 40 seconds, and the Cedar Reds are going to be your 2025 3A state football champions.
First state championship in Cedar Red history. And they'll be taking that trophy back home to Cedar City and riding the fire trucks through town.
First ever for the Reds. And one knee will do it here from Everett Kelling as he takes his knees in shotgun. I thought that was interesting a week ago when they did this against Juab. And that'll do it. Your final score, Cedar 41, Manti 35. So we'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up as the celebration begins here in Harriman. A hard-fought game, a high-scoring game like we thought it was going to be. You said it, Greg, a couple plays here and there. The margin of error is thin when you get to this level in this stage.
There's 2 interceptions we talked about. You had the one on the sideline when Crane came down with it for Cedar in the first half, and then you have that one where Carter Mason, a couple of drives ago, just wasn't able to pull that down right in the middle of the field. Cedar moves the ball all the way down the field. They cap that one off with a Dylan Crowley 29-yard touchdown catch, and a couple of big, huge plays for Cedar that they were able to make in this game to give them the trophy.
Post-game show, as always, on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network is brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, serving communities for over 40 years. Sunrise Engineering. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. The Reds, their first title ever in school history. And that'll be a fun celebration down there on that end of town tonight.
That end of the state, you bet.
Yeah, that's a jaunt.
Yep.
And we said it's a jaunt for both sides, as fortunately for the Templars, that's a long bus ride back. Again, Manti coming so close. 2 times in 3 years they made it to the state championship game, and it's been a one-score game in both of them.
Yes, 27-21 2 years ago against Richfield, 41-35 this time. And hand it to the Cedar Reds. They came in here this year to 3A and undefeated. 13-0 season, first undefeated season for Cedar in their history, first state championship. They'll hang that banner proudly.
I don't think people realize how hard that is to go undefeated through a whole season. And it's not like Cedar mowed over everyone, right? 2 close games with Juab, a close game with Richfield, a couple close non-region games that they played at the beginning of the year, and then a close one here in the state title game. Brad James printing us up our stats. Greg, what do they say?
Yeah, we keeping it here?
Let's keep it here.
Okay, total yards. Manti had 596. Cedar had 495. You want offense, folks? You want offense, ladies and gents? That is offense right here today. Let's see. I'm running down some of these stats here. Rushing yards for the Templars, 249. 346 for Cedar. I'm quickly looking at how many they had in the first half, how many Cedar had. Because I think that'll be interesting to see how much they had in the second half. 122. They had 225 or so, 211 rushing yards in the second half did Cedar. Just didn't have to throw the ball all that much. They had 159 total passing yards. Manti had 347 passing yards and 249 rushing yards there. Ty Pringle, as we mentioned, had a great game receiving. Look at Stone Mortensen, 11 catches for 197 yards and 2 touchdowns.
What a career.
Cedar did a pretty good job of bottling up Ty Pringle in the second half. He came into that second half with over 200 yards total, ended with about 230, so they really bottled him up pretty well. Carter Mason still had an extremely efficient game for the Templars, 21-25, 347 yards. Rushing, Everett Kelling, 231 yards rushing from the quarterback and 4 touchdowns. Braxton DeMille had 79 as well. And as you watch Cedar bring that trophy home, you see Dax Wankier out there carrying that back to his crowd.
Once again, your final score, Cedar 41, Manti 35. Our post-game coverage brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, as the Reds are your 2025 3A state champions. And going to be interesting to see. They had a lot. This was a very senior-laden group, this Cedar Reds team. They will not be bringing a ton back from last year. Braxton DeMille will be back for them, but no Everett Kelling, as he will graduate. Dax Wankier will graduate. We talked about how big he's been at that linebacker position for them. Keaton Cox is a senior. Slade Parsons a senior. That's a lot of talent in that senior class that's going to go out on top for the Reds.
Yeah, great way to put it. They knew they had a good senior class. They wanted to get to this game here at Zions Bank Stadium, and they capped it off. Great second half there. As we mentioned, Manti was up 21-14 at halftime. That second half, Cedar, what's the math there? 27 to 14 in the second half. Cedar was able to outscore the Templars. And go ahead.
Oh, no, by all means, it's all you.
I was just going to say, I got to, anybody listening probably knows that I'm the Manti guy, even if you're watching from Cedar, and we're giving our credit to Cedar. I got to give a shout out to the Templars here, man. Smallest football playing school in all of 3A, 520 kids, and football's a sport where you need numbers more than any other sport. Football's a sport where you need numbers. And Coach Fred Takiaho coached those guys up, and that coaching staff coached those guys up mentally and physically to take on teams that are a lot larger than them every single week. It became ad nauseum if you watch every single game, talking about if Manti's going to have the depth to keep up with Morgan, with Cedar, with every team they play, sometimes twice the size.
Right.
And they do play with them. And they go smack you, and then they reach out their hand and they help you up. Then they'll go smack you down again. And they have nothing to hang their head over. And our community, Manti, from Sterling, they're proud of those boys.
Oh, without question.
And that coaching staff and what Coach Fred Takiaho's done in his 3 years.
Well, and, they had that devastating injury in camp with Max Takiaho, the senior. He's been the starting center the last 2 years.
Yeah. Wally Everett.
Defensive tackle. Guys stepped up at different times all season. Ty Pringle missed time. Yeah. Mac Olson missed time.
Yeah.
A number of guys missed the end of the season, as things came to fruition. And you talked about it. Guys just stepped up, because that's been the question these last 3 years with these specific teams in Manti is, do you have the depth? You can't afford injuries, and they've been pretty lucky the first 2 years to not have to deal with too many of them. They lost Mason Starkweather at the end of last year, but this team had a lot of injuries, and those kids stepped up, took the lumps, and kept it going and peaked at the right time. Just came up a hair short.
Yeah, Wally Everett's a kid that, we never talk about him because he's just playing center and he just does exactly what he's supposed to do. He filled in this year for Max Takiaho. He took over this year for Max Takiaho when he went out. And we never talk about a bad snap for the Templars because of him. So hats off to him.
Well, the Cedar Reds are your 2025 state champs. They defeat Manti 41-35 here in the 3A classification. We're going to say, are we good, Barrett? Are we going to keep going? We're going to keep talking. Barrett says keep talking, so let's keep talking.
I can do that.
Coming up.
Yeah. I can talk more about Cedar. Let's give. They won the state championship. You bet. You've got that offensive line. We tried to get as many names as we could out there.
Oh, they were phenomenal in the second half.
Just leaned on the Templars, and Everett Kelling knew right what he needed to do. And credit to their coaching staff as well. Coach Ty Hyatt in his second year there, and brings a state championship back to Cedar City in his second year, recognized an advantage that they had. They recognized an advantage that they had, and they, I hate to say it, they ran it down Manti's throat in that second half.
Yeah.
Because it worked. Over 350 rushing yards almost by those Cedar Reds today to bring the state championship trophy home.
Barrett's giving me the thumbs up, so thanks for talking, Gregory.
Hey, I can do that.
Yeah, there we go. Final score. Greg, always good to be with you. You and I have another game coming up, the 2A championship. I'm sticking around for all three. Tyler McMillan will be joining me next for the 8-man title between Rich and Milford. That should be a lot of fun in 8-man football. So we're going to say goodbye to our friends in Radioland. Stick here on TeamHive.live for the 8-man championship coming up next. Once again, your final score, Cedar 41, Manti 35. The Reds, your 2025 3A state football champions.